I'm Cindy, Make America Great Again, and this is Elijah, my son. But we want to dive right into this. I know people have heard about the 50-51, 50, 50 states, 50 protesters in one day. So we're going to jump right into it and see what's going on, because what I believe, it's time to have America First rally, because our voices were heard during November the 5th when Trump got elected into office. So here we go.
The country today against policies from the White House. What you see here, this is in Atlanta, where organizers say they're standing up for human rights and remind those in power, people are watching. Here in Indianapolis, today's rain didn't stop protesters from rallying outside the State House. It's the third rally for the nationwide 50-51 movement. Our Ashton Hackman shares why this one was a bit different.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
For the third time this month, hundreds of protesters rallied outside the Indiana State House, pushing back against what they call an authoritarian presidency.
There are a myriad of reasons why we're here. And for the most part, we're here because we have young kids and we want to save the world for them.
Saturday's rally was dubbed Shred Project 2025 and organized by the Indiana branch of the 50-51 movement, which stands for 50 protests, 50 states, one movement.
This isn't the first 50-51 rally to take place here in Indianapolis outside of the State House, and event organizers tell me it won't be the last.
But at Saturday's rally, a different kind of action.
This is a really great way to take the demonstration that we're doing and be able to make a difference in the community with it.
Several local nonprofits and kitchens were out collecting food and donations, which one organizer said helps amid cuts to some federal programs.
Although those cuts aren't directly going to our bottom line, they are raising the need in the community and raising what we have to take on in order to do that.
Among the issues driving protesters, more deportations from the Trump administration, which one protester argued has gone against the orders from the courts, including the removal of Kilmar Obrego Garcia, who remains in El Salvador despite the Supreme Court ordering he be returned.
I don't like the way they're taking people and just deporting them. And if they do start deporting American citizens, I don't know how we can say that it's still the United States.
Another national day of action with hundreds of protests stretching from Alaska to the East Coast. In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman.
Wow.
Is enough.
13 News.
And
Wow, a lot is going on right now with this 50-51. And remember, like a couple of weeks ago, it was hands off, and that was, I believe, in 50 states. So a lot has been going on with the protests. So they're doing state by state, the protests, especially like the one, like I was looking, like the 50-51 in Washington and in Utah. I mean, the people are showing up, the organizers are doing, this is Utah, 50-51 protests in Utah. I see all these different flags, and I see only a few American flags. So I don't know if this is an American protest or is this illegal immigrant protest. Because these flags that are flying look like they're from a lot of other countries other than the United States of America. And this is in Utah. So unusual not to see other flags other than the American flag flying more than our national flag. I have a problem with that. Now there's the protesters. I don't know why the helicopter's going behind the building, but oh well. I'm not the pilot. Now this is in Utah, so they look like they had a pretty big rally. I don't know if I haven't really seen any like legitimate speakers at this particular rally, but I do see there are many different flags other than the United States of America. I do believe this is America. Oh yeah, it is. It says Utah. So I don't know what the message is supposed to be. Maybe there are many different messages. I think it's running into like the hand off rally, like hands off the Department of Education, hands off, you know, I guess aid, U.S. aid, and different jobs that have been lost through the federal government. And of course the USPS. I'm looking at some of the rallies, and I didn't even know that I don't know if you guys on here knew that there were going to be anti-Trump protests today, but I was taken by surprise. Now, I knew like yesterday, after Senator Van Hollen had traveled to El Salvador on taxpayer dollars to fight for an NS-13 gang member, that's a priority of the Democrats right now. So I don't know when he's going to kick in and actually work for the constituents of the people that elected him into office. I just want to see that balance. I want to see a balance. And they did rule today, the Supreme Court, about Trump's Alien Act. And so we're going to look at what happened pretty much with his Alien Act, because the Supreme Court said that they put a halt to deporting Venezuelan gang members. They put a halt on getting these criminals out of the country. So this is what the Democrats want.
President Trump just hours after a rare overnight ruling from the Supreme Court. In a 7-2 decision, justices temporarily blocked the deportation of Venezuelan men held by immigration officials in North Texas. CBS's Willie James Enman is at the White House with the details. Good evening, Willie James.
Good evening to you, Jerika. The Supreme Court's temporary ruling is the latest episode in a battle over immigration and the Trump administration's use of an 18th century wartime law to deport migrants.
This weekend, the U.S. Supreme Court blocked the Trump administration from carrying out deportations of alleged gang members and migrants from a detention center in northern Texas. Lee Gallant, the lead attorney for the ACLU, which sued to stop the deportation, said in a statement, "These men were in imminent danger of spending their lives in a horrific foreign prison without ever having had a chance to go to court." The High Court's decision is part of the latest legal challenge involving the Trump administration's use of the Alien Entities Act. The authority was used to deport hundreds of migrants, including Kilmar Abrego Garcia, to the notorious Secot prison in El Salvador. The president criticized Abrego Garcia on Friday.
Is an illegal alien MS-13 gang member and foreign terrorist. This comes out of the State Department and very legitimate sources.
The Department of Homeland Security has admitted Abrego Garcia was deported by mistake, and his family says he is not a gang member. Maryland Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen met with Abrego Garcia and says he should be allowed to come back to the U.S. to plead his case in court.
The Trump administration is asserting a right to stash away residents of this country in foreign prisons without the semblance of due process.
The White House claims the migrants in detention are Venezuelan gang members. Now, in a statement, the press secretary says, "We are confident in the lawfulness of the administration's actions and in ultimately prevailing against an onslaught of meritless litigation." Jerika.
All right, Willie James.
Well, it's amazing. Like when you look at what's going on in this country, I just want to ask, like Democrats, like I have always voted for the Democratic, Party, and I want to ask is where was all this protesting going on when Biden was in office that created this issue that we are now American citizens are out there protesting against the current president of the United States of America? It's like, where was the outrage about inflation, about the economy, about our jobs, about open borders? Like, you're going to let in 14 million homeless people put down American backs, and then he's going to tell you, and everybody knows that they empty out the prisons in Venezuela. That's not a secret. And I don't understand, as a former Democrat, why would we say not to deport the criminals? Can someone answer that for me? This is what I don't understand. Like, you're trying to get people out of the country that, first of all, are not supposed to be here. Let's just start. They say follow the Constitution, but what? We're going to follow the Constitution just as long as it's agreeable with the Democrats, their part. Like, you came in illegally, that means you broke the law. So now Mr. Garcia is in his home country. He's from El Salvador. So he's going to get his just dues and his fair treatment in court in his own country.
Due process.
He'll have his due process in his own country. These people are not American citizens. It's like our laws apply for American citizens, and it's like the Democrats are still on mission. They lost the election. The whole point of the open borders were to flood these people inside of our country, not for their benefit. This is not about these illegal immigrants. None of this is about them. This is about the people that are sitting in Washington in leadership of the Democratic Party, whomever are the leaders now. But the plan was to bring them in, to put them in sanctuary cities so they can increase electoral votes and that they can retain power for years to come. That was a power move to open up the borders. I think maybe Obama came up with that idea. Maybe somebody came up with that idea that this is a way that they could remain in power and steal the elections, future elections. But since Trump, no matter what they did, they even made him a felon. They made him a felon. They made him a felon. They intentionally did that. They raided his home. They tried to take away his wealth. They removed him from ballots. He was even shot at and almost lost his life just running for the presidency. So all this has happened. He still got elected. And every 4 years we vote for another president. So if we don't like what's going on now, then we can vote. Just like we didn't like what was going on with Biden. Biden destroyed this nation. And I don't understand. I think that MAGA and Republicans and people, because Democrats are not in agreement, they want these people deported. They want them deported. What was it, like 87% or whatever, 90% want these people deported? Thank you so much. They want them deported.
He says Sergeant William Stryker checking in. What's up, man?
What's up? Love you. Thank you.
Love you. Thank you.
It's like they want them deported. But when you see the people out protesting, you would think that America didn't vote to get them out of here. Even 56% of all people, they want all of them out. Like 93% of them at least want the criminals out. So who are these people that are marching? It's like they're not speaking for me. And I feel like at this point, I think it needs to be a counter protest. I believe that it should be America First rally. We're the America First rallies because we spoke louder than they did during the election. We said this is what we want to happen. Now they're so loud. They even have, and the ACLU is involved, that they even have the Supreme Court like putting a halt to getting, the Venezuelan gangs, what they have done, the crimes that they have committed, and we have 15,000 convicted rapists that are here.
Do you think that
It's like crazy.
Yeah, do you think that the Republicans are being too quiet?
The Republicans are being too quiet. I think at this point, because
it'll start like a war.
I'm an organizer, I'm an activist. What you see going on, that was me. That's what I do. That's what I do. And I'm used to rallies and activism, and I see that the Republicans are laid back. We're watching. They, watching what's going on. Oh, thank you so read
much.
that.
Jacob said, I think it's going to get very bad.
Yeah.
Yale did a poll a couple days ago, and they pulled over 1,260 voters. 55% said ending Trump with violence was acceptable and good. My God, insane.
Wow.
It's going to blow. Wow, that's crazy.
You know what? It's like, and they always, you know what? I had always heard that it was the Republicans were dangerous, that they were racist, white supremacists, and all the 9 yards, especially as a black woman. I have a black son. Oh, you don't, you want to keep them out of office.
Like what someone just said, it's saying being black and for Trump, it's like being a chicken and voting for a butcherer.
And we got family not speaking to us. And mind you, like I said, you can look at my other videos. Look at one I recently did with Biden. I'm doing selfies. I could bring up Obama, Bernie Sanders, all the Congress people, myself in Washington. So that's me.
Someone said, so you're okay with people being sent to a death camp in El Salvador without due process?
They will have due process in their country. He is from El Salvador. He's from El Salvador. Okay? He is allegedly an MS-13 gang member. He has abused his wife. He's here. He was here in the country illegally. Guess what illegally means? That means he broke the law. He broke the law. So what we have, they can break this law, but don't break the other laws. I mean, what kind of game are we playing? Either we're going to follow all the laws or we're not. It's not like, okay, the Democrats say, okay, we don't want to follow that law. Illegal immigration, they broke the law. They are supposed to be deported out of here. That's how it's done. But they're saying, oh, no, they broke that law, but that's okay. Oh, they said they might have hurt someone. I heard someone, we'll find her. She said they might have murdered someone or hurt someone, but that's okay. They actually said that was okay, that they murdered someone. That's all right. I'm like, what am I hearing? It's like insanity on another level. But that's what's going on in this country. I'm trying to find a young lady. It's crazy how these people are thinking. And he's from El Salvador. Let him get his due process.
Saturday here at the Capitol.
Yes, it's very hot, but we demand an end to the billionaires coup. So Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and the rest of the millionaires and billionaires that are running this administration are trying to destroy our most basic human rights. And they're attacking every program that working people need to survive. So we're just out here to say that we won't take that anymore. We're fired up, we won't take it anymore.
We won't take it anymore.
We know that most of the political parties are not really here for the working class. That's why we need to go to movement with all the working class. So all the people that are out here today, that are protesting all over the country, are saying that we need to fight back. And we need a new system where healthcare, housing, education, and just our needs are guaranteed. That we don't have to fight for it every 4 years.
And Danielle, now I see the
every American should have due process, not illegals.
Which is usually our sort of check-in benchmark to see how the presidency is going. What's the first 100 days been like for you as a civilian and a citizen?
Yeah, the first 100 days have been a lot. So as I said, they're trying to attack all of our human rights. So free speech, they're trying to illegally detain pro-Palestinian activists like Mahmoud Khalil and Rumaisa Ozturk. They have been doing mass deportations illegally of people who have committed no crime. And even if they have committed a crime, they still have rights. So just all of those attacks, they're attacking DEI during this witch hunt. They're firing many federal workers and trying to gut all the social programs that we need, like Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, just everything that the working class needs. So every day it's something new, but it's all attacks on the working class and just trying to give more tax cuts to the ultra rich. And they don't need it.
Kevin, tell us what brings you out here to Tennessee Market.
Oh, thank you,
It's just
Jacob.
outrageous, the assault on our form of government that's going on so many levels. Project 2035, that whole shit. It's frightening. Only one GOP is willing to.
I want to pause it for a second so we can read kindly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jacob. He said the guy from El Salvador had 2 prior deportation orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that too.
And people are not talking about that.
One in 2019 and one in 2022.
Yeah.
2 court judges held trials for him and determined he was an MS-13 member.
2.
And said he should be deported. This is a 9-10 issue.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And yes.
Maybe saying lies.
2 judges. It's okay. The truth is the truth. But see, the only people that's going against it is people that are legally here. That's it. People who are legally here are the only ones that are against this. He was found by 2 judges, 2 different times. What Jacob said that he needed to be deported, and he's with MS-13 twice, and he's a wife beater. But she put a restraining order on him. But forget that, right? And guess you know what? We're making them rich. You know how much they raise for them? They're going to become millionaires off of American citizens. We're making MS-13 gang members rich. We're making them a millionaire. But the vet that's on the street, y'all not going to raise no money for them.
2 things I gotta say.
Wow.
Someone said, as a certified Mexican, send them back. And someone else, I really want to hear your answer to this. They said, you are spreading lies.
Okay.
DEI needs to go away. They're ruining movies and games with DEI. Snow White should be white, not Hispanic, rude as heck.
What is their point? What are you a racist? I mean, that was just so racist. What is this? No, first of all, we're not in the movies. This is not a discussion about your make-believe characters. First of all, Snow White is a make-believe character. Who cares? We have bigger problems. We got 99 problems, and that's not one of them. Okay? Don't nobody care. We got inflation. We got the economy. There's 2 wars. All the stuff Biden left us. 2 wars, Ukraine and Gaza.
I read it because I thought it was funny because DEI actually benefits white women.
Yeah, it benefits white women. DEI stands for diversity, equity, inclusion. And the number 1 ethnic group that benefits from DEI are white women. And you know where black people are? We're number 9 on the list. We don't benefit from it at all. So that right there, they try to it's something for it was intended for black people, but you know how that goes. It didn't trickle all the way down to number 9, the 9th ethnic group.
Yeah, I find that kind of funny.
It's really funny. They make us the face of it and we don't benefit from it. But do your research, fact check that about DEI. So I'm going to get back to this guy.
Outrageous, the assault on our form of government that's going on so many levels. Project 2035, that whole shit. It's frightening. Only one GOP.
Yeah, vote Democrat if you want.
Willing to speak up against it, and she admitted it's just all free. So we can't just sit by, oh gosh, this is terrible. We have to speak. So that's why
These are my nieces and nephews. They live in Atlanta. I'm from Washington State, and their future's at stake.
In what way?
Pardon?
In what way? For you?
Well, for me, I'm 72, and my life is, I hope to live a lot more years. My mom just turned 100. But, if they don't have a democracy to live in, they'll never have a future like that. Not what I don't want. I'm going to talk about with a splash of real.
Yeah, it's just amazing how crazy America. I never knew that America was this crazy. I actually thought we had intelligent people here. I thought that we were like really the leaders of the world, not just our president, but I really felt as though that we were leading the world. But it seemed like we have lost our mind. We had the worst administration in the history of the nation, and nobody said anything. Trump been in office 100 days, have been bringing billions of dollars into the economy. He shut down China for building electric automobiles in Mexico. He already told Canada that they might as well be a state because we're giving them $240 million a year to keep their economy going. But they don't do business with us. 170 countries overcharge us in tariffs. They take advantage of the United States of America. And we finally have a president that's pushing back and saying, enough is enough.
It took man out of females.
Enough. He had to do an executive order that there's two genders because since the beginning of time, God had declared what a woman is and what a man is. But all of a sudden, since the Democrats have been in office for 12 of the last 16 years, they now do not know what a woman is. So we got all this crazy that's going on that's on a whole nother level. And that's a problem. That's a real big issue.
What's your proof to that, Sam the Jelly Bean? I need proof to that claim. Sorry to hurt your feelings, but I need proof. Thank you, David.
Yeah.
What were they saying?
No, they said sorry to burst your bubble, but God's not real.
Yeah, God is real. And you will find out. You don't have to believe. But God said that every mouth should confess and every knee shall bow. And they're going to say that Jesus Christ is the Lord and he rose again for your sins. So you are going to get to meet who our Lord and Savior is for yourself. So just to go around being naive that you think that man is the all-knowing and man created the heavens and the earth, you know within yourself there's something more than you. You know it because God has given us all the spirit. You know that man did not make the trees and the stars and the moon and the sun and created all the different species and insects and yeah.
But this is typical for a Democrat to be an atheist.
Yeah.
Not believe in God. Everything
Not to believe in God.
For God.
Yeah, everything that they stand for. That's why I had to check myself and look at it because the Democratic Party has changed. It's not the party of yesteryear. This Democratic Party, like when Obama came in office, his mission was LGBTQ. He wasn't for black people. He started that same-sex marriages and men and women sports and boys and women sports, men and women locker rooms and all this crazy that goes against the word of God, and God calls it an abomination. And then Biden came in. They didn't want Biden. We thought black people thought that Biden was going to give us an anti-hate crime bill, the John Lewis bill, the George Floyd bill. We didn't get that. The Asians got an anti-hate crime bill as soon as one was attacked. So they never keep their promises to black people, or they're going to promise us another 4 years. Oh, y'all need to vote for us and give us nothing and do nothing for us. And people talking about jobs and the economy. Americans were not getting hired under the past administration. Illegal immigrants were the most hired under that last administration. So I don't know what bubble land that everybody else was living on, but those high egg prices and inflation and Kamala, was the deciding votes. 33 of the laws or whatever votes was passed by deciding votes from your former vice president that couldn't even speak in a clear, concise manner. So they are responsible for the open borders. That's why we have the problem with Kilmar Garcia, because he wasn't supposed to be here in the first place. And neither were all these other illegal immigrants, because we do have a way, like all other countries, you can come into the country. You come in legally. You're vetted. You apply. What happened to applying for citizenship? What about all the people that have been on the rolls, that have gone through all the procedures to become U.S. citizens? And now these people just come in. And America's not saying that we don't want immigrants, but you can't have 14 million people when this country is broke. We can't take care of them right now. Newsflash, California said, oh, we're going to give them all Medicaid. Guess what happened now? They broke. They have no money for Medicaid. So even the United States citizens can't be treated. There's no money. We can't afford to take care of them with our health care. It's going to be food equity. They're in the schools. They don't speak the language. The teachers don't get an increased budget. That's why Trump said that we pay more per student than anywhere else in the world. And our kids, for lack of a better word are the dumbest. They're the dumbest. We pay the most money, but our kids aren't learning. And that's why Trump said that the Department of Education, they just, I don't know, maybe they babysitting because they're not doing their job because the kids aren't learning. You can't take them from COVID, open up the borders. They already missed school from COVID. Then you open up the borders. Remember, Biden shut down everything, the schools and everything. So all the children are behind grade-wise, maybe a few grades. And then you're going to bring in these immigrants who the teachers can't even teach, and it's slowing up the rest of the classroom.
I'm seeing a lot of it. I'm seeing it happen a lot. But to the people that comment negative things, we can't see it because YouTube hides it for review. So all you guys that are keep commenting hate speech or whatever you're saying to us, we can't see your comment because it gets held for review.
Yeah, and we appreciate, like when the stream is over, leave your comments because we reply to all of them. You know, if you're going along, do you believe that we can continue? Yeah, right. Yeah, but they have to talk in a clear, concise manner. You ever heard of a dictionary? Yeah. Use it. Because you can speak and you can speak your mind without using profanity or insults, because you don't win conversations by being disrespectful. That just shows weakness. Yeah. It shows weakness and it shows cowardice. That's all that does. It takes away from whatever your point is. It takes away from that, because if you can't speak and you can't articulate, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Because it's not going to be shown. We can't hear you. So you have to say it so that everyone in the chat, it's not just for us, the people in the chat can respond to you. Because we have not only independents, we have Democrats, and we have Republicans in this chat, and they will respond. So you have to speak so that they can respond to you. And if you want to leave a comment, we will go back and I address every last comment that's put in chat. I'm not in agreement with open borders. Are you? I'm not in agreement with Venezuela emptying out their prisons. This country has never been through this. We have never been through this. This is what those protesters out there, this is the crap that they should have been doing for Biden and Kamala and those Democrats that hide behind. And what do they offer you? Nothing. Nothing. They still, all those people, let's look at I want to get to some more, but I'm going to show you these people protesting and protesting, and they out there, and for what? The election is over. Trump is going to be the president for 4 years.
Some people.
And we're not saying we're in agreement with everything, but you got to give him a chance to do his job. And he's doing more. He's transparent. Every executive board meeting, he's allowing us to see. Every decision, he's telling us. Everything he's going to do. He's actually talking to us. Did Biden do that? Oh, no, he was on vacation 40% of his presidency, but nobody had a problem with that.
Some people are protesting for Kilmar.
They're protesting for MS-13 gang member. If we can't get him out the country, how are we going to get these other rapists and all these Tren de la Raga and all these gangs? How are we going to get them out? They fighting to keep the worst of the worst in this country and raising money. See, the Democrats got these people so crazy. They hate Trump so much, as Trump derangement syndrome, TDS, that they fighting for people that should be in prison.
Now, where the heck are the missing children at?
Where's the 350,000? Why aren't they protesting for the 350,000 missing children that was under Biden's watch? Why aren't they protesting? Where are the children? Why aren't they protesting that? Why weren't they protesting no jobs? Why weren't they protesting the economy? Trump is doing the hard stuff because none of the presidents had taken on this debt. We have $36 trillion debt. And you know what black people contribute? If black people wasn't in America, we contribute over $1.7 trillion a year of spending that we're putting into this economy. You know, so when people want to say, oh, they're going to, no, you pull us out, guess what? We're done. Our identity come and our swag come from black people, okay? That's what everybody copies us throughout the world. The dance, the music, the sound, the language, the sports, everything. Everything. And that's why we had to be one nation under God. And that's what I loved about Trump, this election, that we all came together. White people, blacks, Asians, Italians, Indians, Jews, all of us, Hispanics, Latinos, we all voted for Trump. And we're about America first. And that's why, like on my thumbnail, I said America First Rally. There's more people that voted for Trump to do what he's doing than the ones you see out there that want to hold these rallies. It's more of us.
The people and the Democrats in the chat don't do a good job of winning you over.
Winning who? Me over?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a done deal.
I'm always going.
I will never vote Democrat ever again because they changed.
Yeah.
They 4 years ago. I'm with Biden. You see me on selfies on my two videos. Go to my playlist. You'll see Biden and I selfie. Or you go and look at some of my other videos. I'm presenting Biden, welcoming him to our city and stuff like that. I got lots of receipts, lots of pictures of a lot of stuff. But that's just to say that I don't just vote. I'm an activist. I'm actually an organizer. You know, so when I see now I'm more like on the Republican side, I'm like, okay, they don't organize. Where's the activists? Where are the people? Where are the people where are the rallies at? Where's the America First rallies? I'm saying on this channel, it needs to be America First rally. It needs to be America First rally because the plan with the Democrats is to keep having these rallies and keep making the most noise. And then people start thinking that's what we want as a nation. And that's a lie from hell. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's not what we want. We're here. We're here. That's not what we want. All these lies are going on about DEI. All these lies are going about who the billionaires and the millionaires are? The Democrats. Did y'all know that? The millionaires and the billionaires are the Democrats. Do y'all realize they're the ones? How are all these congressmen multimillionaires now and their salaries were 100-something thousand? Elon gonna find them all out. How are they multimillionaires? You know who supported their campaigns? Who was Gates? Billionaire.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, billionaire. Zuckerberg, billionaire. Beyonce, billionaire. Oprah, billionaire. Mark Cuban, billionaire. And all the stars are multimillionaires. All of them were multimillionaires. Trump only had Elon. Yeah. That was it. And they paid in 3 months. This is just Kamala. I don't know how much Biden paid for his election, but Kamala paid $1.5 billion 3 months. $1.5 billion and was 20 million, Chad, or $22 million in debt. She spent over $1.5 billion. Y'all wanted her to run a country that's $36 trillion in debt with 2 wars going on and Tampon Tim. That his biggest establishment in life is putting tampons in men's bathrooms. I mean, come on now. Come on. And now you got the Supreme Court. They're holding it up because ACLU and organizations like that. That's not what we want. They don't get due process. Their due process is in their countries of origin. That's where they're supposed to go and get their due process. That's where they're supposed to go and have their day in court. Because you think we can afford to take all these people and keep them? They would stay in the red tape. That's what the Democrats want. Because the red tape would take years per person to get them out of here. To get them out of here. No matter, and they're fighting for the worst of the worst. While we're saying, and the Democrats are not leaders, Hakeem Jeffries, Nancy Pelosi, Schumer, Cory Booker, and look who, Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Bernie Sanders. What are they doing for you? What proposals have they came up? Because their whole campaigns is about illegal immigrants. Nothing have they said about what they're going to do for you. Not one damn thing. No plans. I'm tired of this nonsense. And I know because I was with them. I'm like, that's why it has to be organized. The Republicans have to organize and have America First rally. Have America First rally. The biggest rally in the history of the freaking world. Have American First rally. Because it's time for us to take care of American citizens. And I can't see how any American can be against that. If whatever Trump is doing that we don't like, we don't want you to keep cutting federal jobs. Okay, we got to have a town meeting about that, Trump. But all this other stuff that he's doing for the nation is great. He want to talk about maybe deporting other people other than illegal immigrants. Oh no, Trump, you can't do that. We're going to have a town meeting about that. Hold his feet to the fire. But when he's trying to bring money into this country, trying to get the criminals out of the country, close the borders, brought down egg prices, inflation, and the economy, trying to end 2 wars, all this is on our president back. And he's only been in office for 100 days. Are you kidding me? Something is wrong with this picture. And they run around with this man, these Democrats, they haven't promised you one thing because they have nothing for us. They don't have anything for us. They don't even have a solution. Only thing they talk about freaking is Trump, Trump, Trump. I used to believe them. And abortion. They couldn't even run on. They were in office for 4 years and they act like Trump was the president for 4 years. They didn't even run on their freaking record. They had to run on abortion. Who runs on abortion? Oh, women's rights. Women have a right not to have men in the freaking locker room. Women have a right to not have men in their women's sports and taking out medals and trophies. Women have a right to be able to feed their kids. Not the ones not unalive their children, but what about the living kids? The way they had the inflation, it's just ridiculous. It's like people have lost their mind. The things that he does that you don't find. But give him credit, for God's sakes, for the things that he's doing to take on this freaking debt. And he got to fight all of us to do it. All of us to do it. He didn't cause this problem. He inherited this problem. But all the outrage is with him. All the outrage is with him. It's with him. It's crazy. Nobody said anything about these people. And these Democrats are still running around promising you nothing. Watch when you watch msnbc and all. They don't talk about anything except about Trump. Except for Trump.
Storm said he caused all the problems.
Who? Yeah, Biden did. Yeah, you're right. Biden did. Yeah, he caused them 2 wars. You're right. The high economy and the high inflation. Yeah, he did. Men and women's sports and transgender day. Thank God. Hallelujah. Happy Easter, y'all. Last year, this time, you had that crazy behind former president walking out on the balcony and declaring Day of Invisibility, Transgender Day, on my Lord and Savior Resurrection Sunday. That's who we had in office.
And illegal immigrants.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, he's the grandfather of illegal immigrants. But the plan was it's all about voting. It is not about them. This is not about them. It's about, they still on the mission about voting. They want to legalize them because it's all about voting. So it hasn't ended. They still are doing the same plan. The plan is, that's why you think Van Holden was over there in El Salvador, Senator Holden. He was over there because they're still on mission. What's the lady name? Patty, Rachel's mother of five, that was brutally murdered in his state. Yeah. What did he do for her?
And everyone,
American citizen.
And everyone could look it up, but he also said this is more than just one person about what he was doing with him.
It was more, and that's what he told.
And he
spoke the truth out loud. See, he wasn't supposed to say that part out loud. It's not about Kilmar Abrego Garcia, I believe that's his name. It's not about him. It's about all of them. It's not about him. What they're doing, they're not fighting. They're going to pick somebody that's a white beater in this 13, and America has already raised $240,000 for these people. $240,000. How insane is this? And everybody, we're fighting for democracy. We're fighting for stand up, fight back. We're fighting for democracy. This is what democracy looks like. Yeah, I was the one that did all the chants, all of them. Hey, hey, ho, ho, so-and-so have got to go. Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's who I am. But it needs to be done for the Democrats, because it's like right is wrong and wrong is right. And we need to make this right. And we need to come together as a nation and stop allowing these parties to divide us, because illegal immigrants is not in America's best interest.
Now Kilmar Garcia has raised $250,000
Sure.
with 4,000 donations. It's like backwards.
We're gonna make them millionaires.
Yeah.
MS-13. I mean, this is crazy. He's in his home country, and his president said he's not sending him back.
And the top donation was for $4,000.
His president is not sending him back. He's from El Salvador, and he's not sending him back to America. And right now, we have these Venezuelan criminals that in Florida, Texas, they talking about don't even get rid of them. They have raped, they have murdered United States citizens, and they talking about don't get rid of them. This is what the Democrats are fighting for. And it just blows me away. It's like the devil just really is like winning this.
I really hope that Van Hollen doesn't have a big impact.
It's not just him. Cory Booker and the rest of them.
Like
they
this
want
starts a whole-
They all want to go out there because they are a buckling for to be the Democratic leader. So after he went out there and they saw the reception that he got, the rest want to go out there because they all want to be seen. They all want to be seen.
Donald Trump said, "Forget the Supreme Court."
But the thing about it is that they are so deranged and so, this is not what you got to do. Going out there, having these rallies and no speakers, and they don't have no speakers to make any sense because there's nothing they can say. They're just making a whole lot of noise, like in the Bible says, cymballine bells. They're just making all this noise and saying nothing. And Trump is golfing today. He's like, okay, y'all, good luck with that. Good luck with that. What are they saying? You could read it.
They said Satan is controlling them.
Yeah, it's insanity. I don't understand. And this is coming from someone that helped get that man in office. Literally, I canvassed. I'm a leader. I had people working under me, phone banking around the country, throwing big rallies and speaking out for the head speaker, lead speaker for different events and stuff. And I'm looking at this.
We need our mods in the chat.
It's insanity.
They said, Sherry said, God sees everything. These evil people will have to face God on Judgment Day.
It's just insanity. You know, the things, and then people call themselves Christian. God is not into abortion. God's not in abortion. Okay? God is not into same-sex marriages. God is not into transgender. Okay, there's no such thing as a transgender. There's only two sexes, genders. That's a male and female. A trans is not a trans. He's a man or a woman. Period. Just because you say that you want to be called something, you don't want to believe what you are, but you want us to call you what you are not. And you don't even want to accept what you are is insanity.
They want you to be delusional.
Yeah, they want you to be delusional. They just because you said that you're a woman, because you are just a gay man, but gay men had another level now. They want to be called women. So they put a trans on it. They would never be a woman. Their DNA doesn't lie. DNA doesn't lie. That DNA will always determine, even when they leave this earth, what gender they are. Period. So they just got these crazy doctors out here mutilating their bodies. Like this girl was on the news. She said at 11 or whatever, she started taking the blockers. Her parents gave her the blockers. And then at 16, her voice got deeper. And then she said, like by 18, she had to go to college and she wanted to detransition. But now she got the deep voice. And they said if she does it, now she'll have pre-diabetes. Her bone density is going to be messed up. She has all these ailments. It was just a list of stuff that she has to deal with now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Read this.
Little House on the Mountain said, and my God will supply every need of yours according to his riches and glory in Jesus Christ.
Through Christ Jesus, in Jesus' name. That's right. God is our supplier. And see, we don't look to man to do for us, because God supplied all our needs according to his riches and glory through Christ Jesus. Thank you for that. And God said that you cannot do God in giving. So when you give, he said, give and it shall be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, running over. And with the same measure you meet shall be measured unto you again. So God, we just pray that God bless you. Everybody is giving to us, and we don't ask for anything. We just pray that God would multiply you 100-fold in Jesus' name. You know, just bless you. You know, we don't want anybody to lack any good thing. And that's what God, Jesus said, beloved, that I wish that thou may prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospers. So God wants us all to prosper. What?
Chat are funny, nothing.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Go ahead. I want you to reply. Someone says, keeps church and state separate.
So you feel like we should keep church? I don't think that has ever happened, to be honest, since they established the United States of America. I don't know about other countries, but there's no such thing as separation of church and state. You are quite aware that that was a letter that Jefferson had wrote in 1802 to the Dansbury Baptist Church. And the letter was just to inform them that they didn't have to worry about how they practice their religious practices, that the government would not interfere with it. And that's what they were concerned about, that the government would step in and dictate how they could worship. So that's where that separation or whatever church and state is coming from. But it's not in your Constitution. It's not a law. There's no such thing. That's for those who didn't know. You know, and I used to know by heart exactly how it reads. What the promise is not to interfere with your religious practices, unless, you know, you torturing someone and cutting people, you know, doing all kinds of stuff. So that's what that means. And you can fact check that. You can look that up.
Yeah.
You can look that up. Even though, you know, we're you know, you can look it up. You can always Google it and find out. But let's go to this.
We begin with another massive nationwide protest from the grassroots movement called 5051. Utah State Capitol's front steps filled with hundreds of protesters today, speaking out against some of the current administration's policies, including federal cuts, changes to Social Security, and deportations. ABC4's Jensen Kim is at the Capitol now. Jensen, we had a similar protest just last weekend. How is it different today?
Well, Jordan, the slogan of the April 5th protest was mainly hands off our Social Security, hands off our community, and hands off our rights. The protesters demanded to the government. But today, something that was different about today's protest was that more diverse set of voices came out to join the collective movement. And for more, we have Carl Moore, who is the chairman of Unsheltered Utah, the nonprofit that aids the unsheltered population here. So Carl, tell us why it is important for you to be here today.
Well, I think there's two reasons why it's important. One is Indigenous representation matters. Indigenous voices need to be held and uplifted at the highest points in any conversation in Indigenous land. Also, with my organization, Unsheltered Utah, a lot of the policies and things that are happening in society affect the unsheltered community more than the community that is sheltered. So I just wanted to be here to, again, elevate the voice of Indigenous people, let people know that they're on Indigenous land, and also that unsheltered people, they're fighting the most oppression that is going on here with things that are going on around in the world right now. So.
Absolutely. So in our chat earlier, you mentioned that some of the policies that you're seeing in the current administration is boxing marginalized voices more and more. Can you tell me a little bit more about that and why you're unhappy about it?
Well, I just think it's very dangerous and it's very it's just unethical, but for us, when we're dealing with unsheltered people, we provide shelter to people in the wintertime, and a lot of the people that we provide shelter to are undocumented people. So undocumented people are obviously a target by the administration. We also have people in the LGBTQ community who are targeted by this current administration. You know, we have the elimination of DEI or whatever they think that is, right? And we have the oppression of women, people of color, black people, Indigenous people. All of those policies are affecting people, but they affect people that are unhoused more. Because people that are unhoused, they generally don't have that voice. Their voices aren't listened to. And if they go missing or if they go murdered, you know, like there's not a big fuss raised about it because they're gone and they don't generally care, society, unfortunately. And we just want to make sure that their voice is heard and that we recognize, hey, there are people that are being marginalized more than themselves. So people are motivated to come out here, but I want them to know that there's people that have been marginalized way before they were being attacked themselves.
Okay. Really quick before we wrap up, I just have one
I
question.
think his point is that he really wants to put, I guess, a voice with the Indigenous people, the Native Americans. And I think that what they do, he had all MSNBC talking points, and I wanted to play to give an opportunity to show that this channel and this stream is not biased. We put everyone on. You know, we put everyone on, and this is the mindset. Now, he put everybody in a group, like Trump is the president of all the people. He's not just the president of MAGA. He's not just the president of Republicans. He's the president of Indigenous, Asians, Blacks, Whites, Latinos, Hispanics, Italians, Jews. We only have one president of the United States of America.
This guy is doing a good thing, though.
Yeah. He wants to bring, like, this is Utah. He wants to bring awareness to his people. He has this whole Native American garb on. Yeah. And that's commendable. But he really wants to talk about that. And he wants to include, like, to be a part of the movement. That's how they would get attention, pretty much. So that's why, you know, he felt it was important. And they protested today outside JD Vance house. So people, they were everywhere.
Show that not guilty.
What?
Show the not guilty.
I don't know where you're saying that.
To the left.
Here?
Yeah, right.
That's just so short. I'm like doing these.
Yes. Right now we are seeing that free people say what the people are saying. We will not let him destroy what is built.
Look at it, not guilty.
people take what the people have said. We will not let him destroy what has built.
You're going to be going, Byron, because you can't do that on here. You're not going to spam. It's like that they really didn't have, like, I haven't been looking for someone, or where the Democratic leaders, like, at these events. Like, I was really looking for someone to be like the speaker, to be speaking for the people, because I think that they're not out there because they still don't even know what their agenda is. They don't have anything to offer the people. The people really don't have any talking points.
One toilet's worth 1,000 words.
Look at this,
There's
people.
too many slogans for one sign, but one toilet's worth 1,000 words. I like my felons in jail, not in the White House.
They all in Congress. What are they talking about? You need to arrest Joe Biden. Didn't he pardon his entire family? And his son, he gave him 10 years pardon for past, for, what was it, going in the past?
Someone said that Bernie Sanders and AOC are good Democratic leaders.
What has AOC? AOC has the worst district in New York. The Bronx is the worst. She's doing a horrible job. Horrible. People go by these people's names and don't look at their policies and their records. She's terrible.
And Bernie way too old.
Bernie's like 86 years old. And he's been saying the same thing for the last 40 years, probably. Thank you. They're there, but it's like they have no mission. It's like, let's meet, but what's being done by your party? All those people out there are supposed to be Democrats, right? What is your party doing for you? Yeah, they're sheep. What is the party doing for you? What are they doing for you? They give them the talking points against Trump. They don't even want to get criminals out of this country. What type of insanity is this?
Medicaid is absolutely needed for people with disabilities that relies on the job employment.
And some of this stuff seems like it's treasonous. Some of this stuff, the world is watching how crazy our country is. They like a president that walks into the rainforest and can't find himself out of the when he's speaking to the media.
Necessary, especially you want to make sure
anger and complaining.
Is being protected for every senior.
Look at him.
And people with disabilities.
Look at these. Where were y'all? Do y'all know y'all just had people in office for 4 years? Are they crazy? Truly. They were in office for Trump in office for 100 days. Y'all talking about disability and all this stuff. Oh, they really did think Trump was the president for the last 4 years.
Someone said I would take Biden every week instead of the felon.
Well, you could take him right to the Bubble Land with you. Take him right to Bubble Land. He made an appearance. I did a video the other day that he had resurfaced. Check out the video.
Pardon his entire family.
He pardoned his entire family. Don't you find that he's a criminal?
Yeah.
He had to pardon his entire family. Come on now. But you know what? You got to understand that it's 14 million. A lot of people that's on the chat, they want to know their outcome. But Trump is going to get them out of here. They're going to get them out. Trump is going to get them out of here. He's going to get them out. Hi, from France. Hi. Only French I know is bonjour. Bonjour from France. Comment allez-vous? They're protesting and don't know what they're protesting about.
So funny. They said people can't afford to live and they think we should bring in more people.
Yeah, they complaining that they don't have money to live, but we should bring more people. They bankrupting education. They bankrupting Medicare and Medicaid. They bankrupting Social Security that they found out that they were given after 5 months. Some of them, millions of them was given Social Security numbers. And guess what? They've been collecting Social Security from what we have paid into. And they complaining about Medicare and Medicaid. Trump trying to get them off so that there will be money for you, Americans. So that there will be money for you. Can you hear me now? Oh, you subscribe to that. Amen. So that there'll be money for you. If he don't get them out, you won't have money in 10 years. The Social Security will run out. 10 years they give it. They don't even understand. He's trying to get it to them. Listen, no, they don't even speak English. No, look, English is not even the language of America now. North American flag. They'll burn our flag and send our soldiers to fight in wars, and they burning our flags. Look at it. This is not even America. I don't know what this is now. Look at the different flags. Look at it. I don't fly American flags. These Americans out there, they need to be ashamed of themselves.
Which is unconstitutional. He should be locked up. This man needs to be in jail. He does not deserve to be anything but in jail.
They're going to lock you up, dude.
I know there's a lot of issues.
They're going to lock you up. But he brought a megaphone.
Really get under the fact, well, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do.
Look, they don't have a speaker. He's speaking.
This dude's a fascist. We're living in a very scary time. I know a lot of people are fearful right now. A lot of people
we're fearful of you guys. Cause y'all
I want to say that
we're fearful of you. He came with his own megaphone.
They are destroying, axing jobs from the government building right over there. We need to mobilize, y'all. These people.
I thought y'all are mobilized.
I've seen them with my eyes. They're people like you and me, but they're doing evil shit. So I just want to say, I want to get organized.
These
citizens are going to
put us out
meet up, and we need to just stick together. If you're interested,
when Medicaid caves in every state, then they're going to be hollering to Trump when he's trying to get them out of here.
He's doing it play by play. He's stripping you of your rights slowly. They're flooding the zone so you're confused and you can't do anything about it. They're all afraid. But we need to stick together. This is America. We believe in diversity. We believe in inclusivity. We believe in freedom. Freedom of speech.
Nobody is taking away that from you. You are freely speaking.
When's he going to get out? It's very scary times, and just stay. We got to stay mobilized. Thank you.
They don't even have a speaker. They have these random people. He's on a bicycle that's speaking. This is ridiculous.
Okay, my name is Stella, and I have invited everybody to join us.
Look at this.
At 1 o'clock, we're going to be marching from the Washington Monument to here to the White House. We just want to be all together in one unified demand. The Trump fascist regime must go now. We have a lot of messages too. We invite all of you to come and join us, and also use your voice. And like Andrea, she's going to be talking about
Like
how
Andrea.
we also take other methods in making our voices.
No, it's not. But you're supposed to. Where are the leaders? They're supposed to give them a mission or what's the purpose?
I am from Gainesville, Florida, very active in Democratic politics in Florida.
And we spent $157 billion last year on them, not giving us nothing. We spending more than they giving us. Like it's doing us a favor. They're destroying Social Security.
I think you should know that we know that. So I think we should chant this, yo. Trump is a punk ass bitch. Trump
What?
Is
Oh no.
Oh, he's tough.
No.
He's
He's
cool.
cursing. This is terrible.
He's edgy.
But you know what? That's what the Democratic Party has demonstrated. You have these congressmen and women that's supposed to be educated, that all they do now is throw out all these F-bombs and curse and cuss and jump up and down and do nothing. So they're imitating their leaders.
Yeah.
From Maryland, right now we are selling. I got filming right here. My friend Parker, also from Baltimore. You're in a cold hats and maybe.
See, they see the only thing they know is to be disrespectful. It's just terrible. You know, and they're doing a disservice to them because they're not doing anything for them, and they're copying and it's dangerous. They're imitating their leadership, and the leadership wants them angry, upset, and they don't realize that the leadership is not doing anything for them. Not creating jobs. They're not passing legislation. They're the cause of all these problems. They're the ones that caused this big old behind deficit that we have with this country.
Someone said last time we were in a recession, it was with a Republican president.
Oh, they talking about Obama? They must be talking about Obama. They must be talking about Obama when everything crashed and everything. What was that, 2007? That wasn't Trump. That was Obama, right? That was Obama. Or Bush, was it?
You need to wake up, dude.
You know, he's trying to fight and bring. I haven't seen any other president that tried to take on this debt. There hasn't been any other president that has taken on these trillions of dollars. You can't keep spending and keep being the ATM of America for the world, because the Bank of America is closed. You know, we have to settle the debt. We have to bring down the debt, or it's not going to be anything for our children. We can't keep continuing spending and financing the world, and when we have a hurricane, there's no money for our victims. North Carolina was still living in tents until Trump came along. They did, you know, what did Biden do? They didn't even rescue the people that had the Hurricane Milton and Helene. They left them. They didn't even rescue the people. FEMA was out of money. You know why? They gave it to the illegal immigrants. They didn't rescue these people. When Trump came into office and he went out there and Elon supplied Starlink, There was no communication, no rescues going on. When they had the wildfires in California, $50 billion, who came to the rescue for them?
Rain said we're a good American family.
Thank you. I mean, so when things happen to American citizens, they're not there for you. But, you know, at the same time, I think they gave, what, 147 million, 152 million to Lebanon or somewhere. They was in crisis, but they don't take care of us. The Democrats are not taking care of Americans. When the last time have you heard them talk about doing something for Americans? I'll wait.
Someone said condoms for Gaza.
Oh, yeah, condoms for Gaza. That's what they did. Yeah. They don't talk about doing anything for American citizens. They got you focused on Garcia. They deflect all the problems. We got 99 problems, and that's not one. We got all these problems here in our country, and they want you to focus. Yeah, I'm fighting for them. I'm going over to El Salvador. They go, Van Hall, I'm going right over to El Salvador. Yeah, I'm a fight for his rights, and he's not even a citizen. But his freaking citizen, his voter of his state, Patty, her daughter was brutally murdered. They hit her, beat her in the head 25 times with, they said, a boulder or whatever this size. I don't even call it a stone, or I call it a boulder. 25 times. They crushed her skull, threw her up, and dragged her to a tunnel, threw her up against the wall. The silhouette of her blood ran down the wall. They saw it, and he raped her. After all that, he raped her, then threw her down again, and raped her again. And then he choked her then choked her to death. And they measured the pressure he put her. He tortured her. Tortured her. She came on to let people know, because they didn't release it before, how brutally that they killed people, how she was killed. And everybody's talking, and what about the little girls and the kids? 2 people in his state, Van Hollen. And he's in El Salvador fighting for alleged NS-13 gang member. But never sent out condolences to that family. Never did anything for their family. Never looked for the criminal that did that to her daughter. And she's an American citizen, a voter. When did they take precedence? Why are they taking precedence over American citizens? And you got American citizens out there talking about, yeah, let me send this money to them. $250,000 they have raised. And you got vets that can't get a quarter from you, people.
Jacob said, how does that relate to an innocent man going to El Salvador?
He's not innocent. He's illegal. He's illegal. It's like, we're not going to follow our own laws. Now, you got a problem with that, but he's illegal. He broke the law. He was confirmed by 2 courts that he's NS-13. 2 courts. They said he's illegal. He was found, he has beaten his wife. She had a restraining order on him.
And a tap
twice.
Knuckle.
He got tats on his knuckle, NS-13 or whatever. Okay? Y'all keep trying to justify these people. And guess what? He's in his own country. He's not American. Do y'all understand he's not American?
I didn't hear that, but Endor
What?
said he also shot a cop, is what Endor said.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
And release. They could kick a cop in the head, stop a cop. Can't even touch these people. They don't do anything. Let them be black. You dead on arrival. Okay, they can kick, stop, and if he shot him, probably dead. Who knows? But they catch and release him. He's not innocent. And guess what? He's in his own country. He's in his country. He's from El Salvador. He has a president. He has a president. His due process is going to take place in El Salvador. He's not American. And you can't make him American. He's not American.
Someone said, Junior said, you guys are part of the reason that the whole world is suffering from y'all masters.
You're the reason why this country is suffering because you're in bubble land. You know, no matter what they do. See, I can at least I can call both out. I have discernment. I've been Democrat and Republican, but I can say that that party sucks. They suck. And you're not woman or man enough to say that, then you cannot be American or something is wrong. That party was horrible. They opened up these borders. They caused all these problems that we're going through. Those open borders destroyed this nation. It's going to take 100 years to fix this. Jesus will be back long before that, though.
I don't understand how people say that when Trump has done more for black people than any other president.
You know, it's mind-boggling
The first step
that it's just so mind-boggling that they like, it's just unbelievable. Believable. I could see if he was here legally, that he was a legal migrant, and that they said he was part of NS-13, but he got his certificate of naturalization, and then he got deported. That's a whole different ball game, but that's not the case.
No,
That's not the case.
Keep him out this country.
That's not the case.
Dude is sick.
He's not an American citizen. He's from El Salvador. He's a citizen of that country. And his president said that he's not sending him back. He's a citizen he's not American. And 2 courts, I'm reiterating, have found him to be a part of NS-13. And they found him. His wife has put different restraining orders on this wonderful guy. Said that she was afraid of him, scared of him. He has punched her, beat her, ripped her pants off, scratched her. He's done, they're afraid.
And in her interview, she couldn't even say whether he beat her or not.
You asked about the abuse that she went through, that she filed. It's all on court documents. It's all because she filed it. She filed it. So you can look that up. She filed it. So he's not some upstanding American. He's not American. Let's start. He's not American.
He's not a good
the laws and everything is for us. Due process is for Americans. He's not American. His president will make sure he has due process. He's home now. He's home. He's home. And you can't order the president to send his citizen to the United States.
Just like that Drake song. Hold on, I'm going home. Hold on, baby, I'm going home.
I don't know. They caused all these big problems that we're having, and it's like they're hollering about they want jobs. You're hollering about the inflation. You're hollering about Social Security and Medicaid. What do you think happened to this country once they opened the borders and allowed them to come in? If you go to a Social Security office that is filled with them, do you understand? I had to go get a Social Security card, replace my Social Security card because I needed it right away. I didn't want it online. You go in there, that's all. It's not Americans that are in the Social Security office getting benefits. They're in there. They're in there. Try going to the hospital. Go to the hospital for anything. Go to the hospital for anything. And go to the ER. Guess what? You're going to be out in the hallway. The hallways are lined up because there's no rooms, because they're all in the hospitals. Go to your doctor offices. They're all in the doctor offices. So you know the impact that's having on our Medicare and Medicaid. The people California has already went bankrupt with it because Gavin Newsom, he wants to run for president one day. He wanted all of them to have Medicaid, and guess what? They ran out of money. There's no more money. So there's no more money. So he wouldn't allow the reservoirs to be filled to put out wildfires that destroyed Palisades and parts of California. And then he had this Medicaid for all of them. And now they don't have any money. And now they're trying to get more money. They already got like $6 point something billion. I forget the numbers. Don't quote me on that. and within a week they need more money to last till June. They don't have no money. They don't have any money. That's a fact. You go, since you're a Democrat, look at msnbc. Find out from them. Find out from CNN. Go to Forbes or X, or go to one of them. This is all true. This is called Speak the Truth 2.0 for a reason, because we've been putting both on. We're not going to just be like one-sided. We're going to address both, because I've been Democrat, and now this time, the first time, I voted Republican. Okay, so it's not going to be like just a one-sided type of issue. And New York has run out of money. They have spent over $6 billion on illegal immigrants. They have no money.
And you could tell them too, why did you change?
And they don't even have money for sanitation. They got more rats in New York than anybody else. And they got to get rid of all these different departments and stuff, because they don't have money, because they was putting them in luxury hotels, Medicare, Medicaid, giving them cell phones, giving them laptops, paying for the education. Paying for education, and paying for education and everything. I just got distracted. You have to fix that.
That's fixed.
No, it's not. Paying for education and things like that. Tons of money has been invested in them. And right now they have broken into so many shops, so many stores, all the major department stores have moved out of New York. It's just Gotham City without Batman now. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. And that's the truth. And they doing these protests, and they're going to keep doing them. And that's why they're going to have, eventually, it's going to have to be America First rally. It's going to have to be America First rally. America, because they're not the voice of America. They're disgruntled citizens that want things to continue spiraling downhill. And somebody had to do what Trump is doing. Somebody had to do it. Because we got to fix this. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it. And that's what's going on now. Nobody wanted to be the bad guy. Nobody wanted to take on this debt. Nobody wanted to take on, the economy and getting the waste out of government. Nobody wants to do it. I didn't want anybody to lose their living wage jobs, these government employees. And a lot of them, I hope they get their jobs back. I think that they should have did it gradually. I don't think that Elon should have came and did a big sweep. He should have went to the department heads, the managers, supervisors, and found out where they could reduce staffing. That's how he should have done it. You just can't go in and do it. And so many people got affected like that. That's, I think, a lot of the outrage is about. But finding all that wasteful spending and the way that the money was being sent to these other countries, like $22 million for Sesame Street. They sent money for Gaza. They sent condoms. What was it? However many millions of dollars for condoms, and $40 million cash payment per week is going to the Taliban. And this been going on since 2021, cash payment. That's still going on now. That has to go through Congress to stop the craziness. It's like, it's insanity. All of this is crazy. It's crazy. The stuff that's going on. And now the organizers, they figured that they keep on having these rallies. They keep on having these rallies every 2 weeks or whatever. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. And you guys, I can't see everything in the chat, but if you're for this, I want to know, why are the Democrats for what's going on? Why are they for having illegal immigrants in our Social Security, in our Medicaid? I mean, all this stuff has been discovered, given Social Security numbers. They voted in our elections. You know, they voted, and this is the plan of the Democrats, and they're using the people. As long as you focus on Trump, then they're not doing anything for the people. They're doing nothing for the people. Nothing. Nothing. They just want you jumping up and down. Oh, he's going to do this. He's going to, so he's going to get the people off Social Security that is not supposed to be on it. How about that? How about people that are 115 years old that's not living? They said it was 59,000 people getting Social Security that's not even alive. They got people that haven't been born yet getting Social Security. They got kids from 1 to 5. They got their names. People doing all this fraud and corruption, getting Social Security. All this stuff, people, they trying to find, they letting us know. And you think people will like, wow, look what's going on. They out there protesting, oh, talking about fraud. They're the fraud. This is what they have done. They have done this. Y'all protesting the wrong people.
What they're protesting for, seeing what it's all about. As you guys know, I've been attacked various times here at the Capitol.
That's Nick Shirley.
Until they let me give a speech.
He's great.
Right,
He's great. I love watching his content. He's a content creator.
How you doing, ma'am? What are we out here today for?
Oh, I'm out here to take action and let people know that I support the Department of Education and that I don't think that
the Department of Education is a failure.
Proud of right now.
And how do you feel about
Give it to the
getting rid of
states.
the Department of Education?
I'm against it.
What do you think is going to happen to the education of all the young children here inside the United States?
The Department of Education is very important because the Department of Education provides the resources for parents, children, and their teachers to ensure that all children have a free and appropriate education.
It's not happening, lady. We have the dumbest kids in the world. And we pay the most money.
Opportunities to make sure everyone has access to an education, and there's no way that each of the 50 states could replicate or duplicate the resources and the
yes, they
support of the
can.
Department of Education.
Doing a horrible job.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. Well, thank you so much, ma'am, and have a great rest of your day.
And I'm for the union, teachers union.
We're going in the
But this, not like this. We have to do something
Last
different.
time right here, I got attacked. Guy told me, started yelling like crazy. Let's see what happens. Sending people to Secot is some Nazi shit, it says right here. Let's ask this guy. Excuse me, sir. How you doing? You just read your sign right here? Excuse me, you have 1 moment, sir. Not answering, alright. Let's see. Billionaires are the problem.
Yes, sir.
What billionaire scares you the most?
Oh, most of them?
Most of them.
Uh-huh.
What about Bill Gates?
Bill Gates? I don't like him that much either.
Come on, name them.
Yep.
Okay, and so
Mark Zuckerberg.
What's so wrong with Bill Gates? Or what's so wrong with someone becoming a billionaire here in America?
What was the question?
What's so wrong with people becoming a billionaire here?
It's not so much becoming a billionaire, it's how you use your power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you angry at Elon Musk?
Yeah. I don't really like him being a part of the government. I don't think he has any place in the government personally.
What do you think about them finding some of these things they found with Doge? Such as old people that are just deceased on receiving like Social Security.
Incorrect. Learn COBOL language, which is a programming language. You guys are talking out of your ass once again.
I am? How?
COBOL.
Do you COBOL?
COBOL is a programming language. When you do not have a number, it defaults to 150. Good job.
Okay, what about the people that haven't been born yet that are collecting Social Security?
Are you talking about survivor's benefits? Disability benefits?
No, I'm talking about the people that have seriously been identified from Doge that are somehow receiving money and they're not even born yet.
You don't know what you're talking about.
But thank you. Really?
Yeah.
That's
100%.
You don't think that's true?
No.
What if it does come out to be true though?
Enjoy. No.
It is true, you guys. It did come out. Doge did find it. It's on their website.
It came out.
Every website.
Their fact checking has gone to shit. Get out of here.
Whose fact checking do you trust?
Independent sources, not them, not the government.
Wait, so what's wrong with Elon Musk? He's not. He works in the government now, but he never did before. So what's so wrong with him coming in and trying to shake things up a little bit as far as getting rid of the waste?
You guys have a problem with George Soros was doing this shit? Yeah, so shut up.
Get out of here. Would you rather have George Soros going in?
I don't want any of them.
Yeah.
I didn't vote for them. Did you vote for Elon Musk? No? Shut up. I voted for Donald Trump. And Donald Trump said he was going to open up the Department of... He's not technically part of government. Well, he actually is. No, he is not. He is not elected. He is, we'll say, a part of the government. All right, here we go. Let's see what else is going to happen down here. Utah State Capitol. He's telling me to learn. What's the flag today say?
All of them.
All of them. You got lots of them.
Well,
Education and power.
a friend of mine made it, actually, and she has to work today. So she said if I take it down there and I could borrow it.
Oh, very cool.
We came from Ogden, and the food drop-off, do you know where the food
drop-off's over there?
Oh, thank you very much.
You having a good day? What are people protesting for? Last week it was, or 2 weeks ago it was anti-Elon Musk,
Whatever you got. Today, it's kind of like whatever you got it. Do you absolutely love being in the United States today yourself, or is there something that you want to put up a flag for?
Okay.
Yeah?
Great. Well, I'm gonna give a speech today. I'm gonna try really hard to give a speech. You think I'll learn to give a speech?
Well, I don't know. What are you, Fox?
I ain't Fox News. My name's Nick Shirley. I'm one of the best news network on the nation.
But they go till 4 o'clock, right?
What?
So they're going to go till 4.
Yeah, they're going till 4, so I better get a speech off before 4 o'clock.
All right, well, what's your name?
Nick Shirley.
Nick, I'm Bob from Ogden.
Thank you, Bob. Have a great rest of your day, sir. Boom, Knuckles. All right, pulling up the chat right here. That's what we're here for. How you guys? What is yours? Stop the bro oligarchy. Why not? Okay, let's move on. All right, everybody. How are you guys doing? Let's see. What's the sign say today? The first Americans were born 250 years ago. Today at the Battle of Lexington and Concord to fight King, April 19th, 1775. Congress judges stop bowing down to this glowing king and do your job for your represent true. Americans and true. Americans will never.
Right?
You can read my sign.
Okay. But is he bugging you though?
Not right now.
Not right now? Okay.
Looking for a problem. How you doing, sir? And will suffer a king. History will know your name. How will you be remembered? How do you want to be remembered, ma'am?
Standing up for my rights as an American.
What rights do you feel are at risk right now?
Women's rights, Native American rights, you name it, every right. Our judges have bowed down, our Congress has bowed down to this man who calls himself a king, and that is un-American.
I see a lot of signs out here. Someone had one that said, SECOT, you can't, sending someone to SECOT is Nazi, quote-unquote, shit.
We can talk about my side.
Okay, yeah.
Is anything about it untrue?
I like it. I think you did a great job. You put some facts in there, right, ma'am? So I hope we never suffer to a king.
It is all facts.
I hope we never suffer to a king as well.
Yeah, well, when our voting rights get taken away, which is next.
You think they're going to come after our voting
They
rights?
already went after the voting areas. What are they doing with the... Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, what's it called?
Not a person.
I'm telling them the truth.
It might be wasted.
Oh, I know it is.
So I just want to
It's
take care of
always
you.
wasted on morons.
Yes, so take care of you. Don't take care of
So
you.
they're already gerrymandering
Just so you
the
know,
voting rights?
Just so you know, he's here for content. The one thing that he does not want you to do is ignore him. That's his thing.
No, I'm actually here just to give you guys a voice.
Guy won't go away.
He's been here before. He'll do it again.
Well, they're gerrymandering and they're taking away voting rights, and that's what he's been trying to do.
Okay, well, thank you so much, man. We appreciate
Voting
you.
rights,
Have a
the
great rest of your
Democrats
day.
are trying to have
I will.
illegal voters. That's what they've been doing.
Okay, I will.
They're having
I want you
people
to speak
vote
to
in
you.
our elections.
I probably wouldn't listen to you if there's no facts.
Well, I'll bring some heartfelt messages and some facts.
Well, what are they?
What are my facts?
Yeah.
I just want the best for America at this point, right?
Exactly. And our Constitution is the best for America.
Yes, I agree. I want the Constitution to be upheld in every way and form. So, thank you so much, man. Have a good one. All right, you guys. Wow, how are you guys doing today? Like outfits? All right, let's move up here. Hey, thank you very much, Sharon Rivers. Appreciate it. Let's see. Trump is a liar, a cheat con. All right, we're moving on up, you guys. See what happens today. Let's see, we had a MAGA lady. This planet can have to stay in this system. The sign says right here. Excuse me, I'm showing your sign.
Don't engage! Don't engage!
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Alright, let's keep moving on, everybody. So, what are you guys worried about in the system? Yeah. What do you think our system's not going to be able to sustain?
I think our problem is a lack of respect for our fellow humans, and that's all I've got to say.
Thank you very much. Have a great one. All right, guys. Let's move on up. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, too late. I'm already here. How you doing, sir? Oh, you got the Trump hat on. You out here to support Trump? Wait, what are you doing?
The legend Nick Shirley is here!
It still has what website?
Right next to the White House. How was the White House?
White House is great.
They need enlightenment. They haven't got
We love Nick Shirley! Whoa!
Thank you very much. Can you let my cameraman come through, please? Come on through. Sorry. Here we go. Alright. How are you doing, man? Having a good day? How you doing, soldier? You having a great day out here? Absolutely. Alright, amazing. Let's see. What should we be asking people about today? Ditch the dictators. How you doing? What do you think's going to happen to Tesla's stock these next 2 years?
It's gonna tank. Oh, yeah.
Not a good investment?
I'm gonna listen, yeah.
What?
It's way overvalued and it should tank.
When he's offering rocket rides for people that don't sell their shares, then that's something they know. So
really, offering rocket rides?
Just kidding.
I saw Jeff Bezos set some people up.
They do, yeah.
Katy Perry.
Absolutely. That new astronaut. Didn't catch that. So I'm busy with other things. Thanks for chatting.
Yep, have a great one. Oopsie, no Trump. Are y'all stand up, fight back? Excuse me?
Oh,
Wait,
wow, he's trying to
sir.
block him. Look at
Pretty
him.
fast.
He's trying to block him.
Oh, music group. I really want to give a speech today. Can you help me give a speech today? No. Is it free speech today or no free speech?
It's free speech today.
Okay, I'm going to try to give a speech, everybody. Alright, will do. Let's see.
What is he doing?
How are you doing, ma'am? Having a good day?
Oh,
this is a good
no.
Pussies against the patriarchy.
Walk away. Walk away. Go to hell. Go to hell and walk away.
Look at them putting that in his face.
When you do my face, get out.
Wait, I haven't even touched your bubble. Look, she's laughing. She's laughing. Look, she's laughing.
Look at them, pinning him in.
We're here for the people, sir.
Oh my
Ma'am,
God.
whatever we call you guys, we're here for the people today. I like her. She's a great lady over there. Getting some
Eat a
photos?
bag of dicks. That way.
Eat a bag of dicks.
That way. Yeah.
I don't like dick, ma'am.
Probably.
Probably.
Please
When's the last time you got some?
You smell it.
You smell. Look, I'm getting followed. Come on, you guys. I want to leave, but you guys are blocking me out. Thank you very much. Let me make my way to the steps.
This guy, look, he lucky is Nick Shirley because somebody else would beat him down for that. It's too much. He's all on top of him.
We're all brothers. We're all sisters. Hand in hand. It's a pretty good song. Feeling the patriarchal spirit here. Hey, thank you very much, Heather Cliff, for the $20 donation. You see that? Someone donated $20. Very nice of them, right? Thank you, Heather Cliff. I appreciate it.
Can't be on people like that.
How you guys doing today? What's your sign say? Hands off our democracy.
Oh, yep.
Are you worried about it? How worried are you about the democracy right now?
Look at them.
Hey, considering,
Look at them. Look at these people. This is how crazy they are.
Actually, I'm here to give you guys a voice.
Yeah, no, he's very interesting.
I don't know who that guy is. We're just here to talk to people, see what's going on here at the Capitol.
But
these people are literally out of their mind.
Because, well, Trump has been blatantly ignoring a lot of different constitutional things and plunging our country into turmoil, and that's scaring a lot of other people from going away from us and not wanting to be here. Heck, I have a cruise that my mom and I are scheduled, which it'll apparently stop in Mexico, but I don't plan on getting off because I don't want to like not be able to get back in or be refused, even though, yeah, I'm a white cis male. I'm also
true
autistic with
true idiot,
like high on the spectrum, and who knows what's going to happen in this country as long as he and his regime are there.
You escaped on your cruise in Mexico. It's kind of a dangerous country. It just came out that 40% of Mexico is controlled by the cartels, so be safe over there. I've been there myself. Ma'am, we're having a great conversation. We're having a great conversation. We're having a great conversation, but yeah, it's interesting times that's going on here in America, right?
Yeah, I'll have to do my own. I'll have to do my own.
Someone's shining on you as well. That's a little bit. You guys see the laser pointer? Yeah, figure out who's pointing the laser. That's not good.
I'll just have to do my own research because, as I've seen in America, you can't just look at the news and say, "Oh, that's dead." You have to do your own research because there's a lot of misinformation.
Big facts. Big facts. Thank you so much, sir. I just posted a video from the White House. I was just at the White House. Very good video. Shows like how transparent the current administration is being, whether you like them or not. It's pretty interesting. You should go watch it.
Thank you.
Thank you as well. Have a beautiful day, sir. Have a good one. We got a gorilla here. Gorilla, how are you doing?
Wow.
Let's see, can you show us what you got going on here today? You got pause off, check and balances, the Dow Jones going down, and I like the outfit. So, I'm trying to think. We got these people following us today. We're just trying to have a good time.
This guy is invading on his space. I mean, they say they want democracy and people to be able to speak, and they're doing everything to stop him from speaking.
Have a great one. We got some people over here. Let's talk to these people over here. Oh, that's
it's like running from this guy.
How are you guys doing? You guys got the F Donald Trump, F no M, and F RFK.
FRK. First time I heard that one.
If you could give a message to Donald Trump, what would you say to him?
Fuck Trump. Fuck you. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. What has happened? What has really happened to this country?
Yeah. So why are you so angry at him? Like, what specifically makes you so mad at Donald Trump?
Just everything that he's doing. I think Ethan will have more.
I like it's a good song, but we're trying to have a conversation here.
These people are out of their minds. See, they're trying to play the music, so he can't play it on his channel. They have the nerve to have Drake up there.
Yeah. Well, so we should.
What?
Yeah, she has her own jukebox that they're standing around him, and they are out there saying that people should be able to have freedom of speech and they should be able to voice their opinions and everything. They talk about democracy and all that. They have never demonstrated democracy, even though the fake candidate that they had didn't even have a primary. That was not democracy for them to choose who were going to run for president.
Oh, I think that was terrible. I think that was that was unforgivable.
Where would you like them to keep the gang members?
Gang members?
You keep playing this music. They're standing around him. And if I play it, then they'll send me a notice.
But,
yeah. Anyway, they're trying to disrupt his channel. That's why they're doing that. He can't even move about peacefully. And he has a suit and tie on and looking professional. And and he can't freely move among them and just ask them why. Why do you feel this way? Like he's asking the questions. Why, why are you against Trump? What don't you like about RFK? What did Elon, what are you against? Are you against Elon because of why? Just say why. You don't like the fact that he's finding waste in the government? You don't like the fact that he's finding fraud in Social Security? You don't like the fact that Trump's saying Department of Education, that he's getting rid of it because we pay more money per student than any other country in the world, and our kids are more uneducated than everyone else?
Yeah,
Huh?
something I just thought of. I don't know.
They
So why
still
would we
play
have
the
it?
music.
Something I just
Huh?
thought of. I don't know why people get angry because Nick doesn't take sides.
He doesn't, yeah.
He stays middle ground and he just
Yeah.
hears what they have to say. He's not like, oh, Trump, you should be support Trump. No, he just stays middle grounded. So
Right.
I don't know why.
And he
he's so
doesn't give
angry.
really his opinion
Exactly.
as far as like what he believes. Now, if they ask him a question, whatever, he'll tell them and he'll talk, but he doesn't go and like put his will on them or command them to listen to him. So he does neutral reporting.
Ruining our country. He's ruining.
They still won't leave him alone. They're not gonna leave him alone, I guess. She's still standing there with the music. They look at them. They got their masks on, their security, all. They don't even want people to know who they are. There's so many people in the crowd that's trying to hide their identity through hats and sunglasses, and they have masks on. This guy has his whole face has a black mask on, black glasses. This lady they all are covering, so many of them are trying to cover up their identity, and they are literally standing there trying to disrupt his interview. It's just like a whole nother level of insanity. And then they're coming out, and this is the behavior. I don't know what happened. Look at it. He literally has to run from them.
If you guys see that one, I used to play on my
He
TV.
has to run from them.
Audio delay? Everyone good? How you doing, sir? Good, how are you? You got the Sharpie in the ear. I do, I got two. Wow, can I pull it out?
No, hell no.
That's pretty painful to put in there.
Oh,
No. So what do you got here today is for if you
My
aren't
heart was
angry,
pounding.
you aren't paying attention, correct? What makes you so angry?
just all the laws being passed against me and people like me.
What
it's
are
just
you?
shitty, doesn't feel good. I don't want to be. I just want to be able to do the things I want to do personally, and it doesn't interfere with anyone else.
Yeah. Are you transgender?
Yes, sir.
So what do you
He him.
Oh my
Were you
God.
born a female?
Yes.
Really? You got quite a good beard going on right now.
90s
How long you
reject.
been
3 years on T.
Wow.
You watch this.
How does it feel to switch up?
Absolutely wonderful. I've never been freer. It's like it feels at home. I feel like I'm at home.
Really?
Yes, sir.
It's good for you, man. Wait, you're man or woman?
Man. I'm a man.
What is it? I'm actually curious. What does it mean when people say they're they them?
It means they're neither, and just something in between, and it's fine by me. Their personal choice, their personal decision. Who am I to interfere? Who am I to judge?
So do you like boys or girls?
I like both. I like all in between.
Like right now, if you were to get in a relationship, do you think you'd be with a boy or a girl?
I am in a relationship with a girl right now.
So you were once a girl.
Yes.
Now you're dating a girl.
Yes, and I've dated boys in the past too.
Oh my poor thing. Oh my
Thank you so much
God.
for your time. What else you got here? Please don't pet me. I'm working.
Yeah.
You get petted a lot?
Nah, just thought it was awesome. Got any patch?
What's your plan in life? What's your biggest goal?
Right now, I'm trying to get locked down on a job, get a car, try to build
You
up a
can't
credit
get a
score.
job like that.
How much debt are you in?
None yet.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
That's
Good financial decisions.
Good financial decisions. That's what
You're gonna have to change your hair color, your
You're
makeup.
in the government, printed the Doge.
Get a
lot of people
job.
are angry at Doge, but
They still trying to play that music right around them. It's like you want to get a job, you're going to literally have to change that image because who are they going to work for?
Sad.
Yeah, the makeup, all that, but that's their image. It's like that's their image. These people are really he need to call the cops on them because they're doing too much. They are not the police. They're doing too much. Look how he has his whole identity hidden. I mean, like if you're going to do something like that, you need to show people who you are. That's ridiculous. Look at these people. They literally are blocking him from moving. Look at this. Him and his cameraman got to literally run from these people.
Reminders of how
here we are today. How you guys doing? Great day out here. Beautiful day. They're eating the checks. They're eating the balance. How are you guys doing? You guys giving a speech today?
Doing what?
Are you guys gonna give a speech today?
Give a speech? No.
Yeah. If you could give a speech, what would you say?
Sir, don't engage.
Wait, why not? I don't get what's wrong.
This is hilarious.
Did he smile at you guys?
This is how the insanity.
How are you doing, man? Yes. Thank you for serving our country, sir.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. How do you feel about the current state of our country? Hey! Woo! Amazing. Alright, keep going.
It is very entertaining.
Bro,
this is literally funny.
A lot faster than you can, right? Yeah, that's fun.
Like, yeah, I could run faster than you can.
Alright, yes.
We do not need a majority. We need 3.5%.
There's the microphone right there. Is this the line you give a speech? How do I give a speech?
There go Captain American.
5 million people protested 2 weeks ago.
Captain America today? Yeah?
And 77 million people voted for Trump.
GeneralStrikeUS.com.
Is this the line for the speech, man?
No,
where can I give a speech?
Okay, I'm gonna sign up. Our labor and our
Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Look at this.
You're hindering my...
You can't do that, sir. You cannot do that.
Why not?
You cannot do that, sir.
Why not? Oh, we got another guy coming.
Oh, no, y'all can't do that. Y'all doing too much.
Can you tell these guys let me through? Easy, sir, easy. Don't touch my cameraman. He's doing a great job today.
They have boxed him in.
We're just trying to do our job. We're just trying to get you guys.
What is your job?
We're just talking to you about your science.
Silence is compliance! Silence is compliance! Silence is compliance! Silence is compliance!
Silence is compliance.
Yeah, that's why.
I've been surrounded.
It has to be America First rally. The silence is compliance. It has to be America First rally.
I'm trying to give a speech.
Look at his mask came down. He's trying to hurry get it back up.
Sign up earlier. You don't do it now.
Oh, they're saying my name on the megaphone, whatever they got going on the microphone. About Trump. Where do you want Trump to go to? Where do you want Trump to go to? Your sign says dump Trump.
Oh, the toilet.
The toilet.
Of course. He's already there. He should learn to swim.
Learn to swim. Like flush away, right?
Yes.
Like flush away, put him down the pipes. A lot of people are angry at him. Why are you so angry at Trump?
Because the damage he's doing to the country.
He did the damage, but Biden didn't.
And has assumed the...
You know what? I have a hard time just hearing them talking about the damage that Trump has done to the country. I mean, what about the damage that Biden has done to the country? Biden destroyed the country. I mean, I'm like, it's what, 100 days, right? This is so crazy. Crazy. Talking about the damage that Trump
Kingship
has
to the
done.
country. He's no king.
I hope he doesn't become a king, right? That wouldn't be good for the country.
Yeah.
I hope he finishes his term though.
We'll see.
Because a lot of people did vote for him. Like 77 million.
Pardon me?
Because a lot of people did vote for him. 77 million.
Hopefully they're seeing light.
Yeah. What would be your message to those that did vote for Donald Trump?
Look closely at what you got.
Yeah, and how do you feel about what we've got so far? Right now, the border's at 99%.
Right now, we can't endure more of the same.
Don't talk to these people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk to these people.
I'm not an agitator.
Don't talk to these people.
No, I'm not. Didn't we just have a great conversation?
He's a child toucher. He snatches people's signs. He's an asshole.
Really? I've snatched a lot of people's signs?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, you responded to me. We've had a great conversation, haven't we?
I have no problem.
Yeah, we see. Yeah, no
He's
problem.
an agitator.
I'm not an agitator.
He's an agitator.
I'm here just like you.
He's an agitator.
Well, you stop agitating this
He's an agitator.
man right here. He's a great guy. He's out here protesting. And you're over here causing a scene, sir. What
Wow. And he's Army?
Oh, let's see. I really have been digging a lot of Beatles. Is that Beatles right there? Maybe. Oh, that's a good one. See, these people, I don't get what they're doing.
Look at them. This is like insanity. Oh my God. Look at them. And now they're hitting him with the flag?
Your breath really did stink, sir. Here, take these for you. I'll leave these right here for you. I'm not touching you, but your breath did stink.
Look at
Even
this.
if you spit on my face. Wow, that was... You should take some of these Tic Tacs, sir, because your breath smelled like shit. Holy cow.
This is insanity. This is insanity. Okay. The Democrats on here. Is this the message? Is this the message that you're sending to the world? Is this the message that you're sending people, that you're trying to prove a point that what you believe is right? This is the message? This insanity? That's the message. He spit in his face. They hit him with their flags. He's just a guy out there that's doing his own reporting, and he's getting their viewpoints. He's not being disrespectful. They're chasing him down. They're hitting him. They're spitting on him. They're being rude. They're trying to play music because they know that he's streaming. And with the streaming, then he can be demonetized and things like that. So they're trying to interfere with what he's doing. And he travels to Greenland. He's been to Canada. He's been a lot of different places he's traveled to. So I just think that they're over the top. They're yelling. They're in his face. And they're saying that they want to be treated fairly by the government. They want people to have freedom of speech. All the things that they're saying, they're taking away from him. You know, they're not allowing him to move about. They're not allowing him to have his First Amendment rights. You know, they are closing him in. They're being disrespectful. And he's asking them, why do you feel this way? You know, they're blaming Trump for the condition of the country, and the man literally only been in office 100 days. He is not responsible for this country. That previous administration is, and these rallies that these people are supporting, they got them so delulu that they don't even know that they should be having a rally against their inefficiency to govern. The rally should be what they have done to this country. That's how delulu they are. The people, what job can you go in for 100 days and the boss been there for 10 years and you get blamed for the condition of the freaking job? If I'm the supervisor or I'm the new supervisor, I come in, but this other person been the supervisor for the last 4 years, and I just got there, I've been there 2.5, 3 months or something, and how they gonna put that on me? You can't put that on me. No, you've been here for 4 years. Make it make sense. These people out here, when they should be protesting against, these people don't care about you. The Democrats don't care about you. They care, those leaders, they don't care. It's about power. They don't care if they got to lie to you. They offer you nothing. They have no plans for Medicare, no plans for Medicaid, no plans for the economy, no plans for inflation, no plans for ending the 2 wars. They have no plans, no resolutions for nothing. No solutions. No solutions for nothing. They're crashing our Medicaid. They're crashing our Social Security. They have destroyed this country, and now they want to rally. Now they want to rally.
And they had,
Huh?
and Donald Trump was running, going against 2 different candidates.
And then the first time in history I've seen, Trump had to run against 2 candidates, Biden and then Kamala.
He had to debate both of them.
Debate both of them. Yeah, he debated both of them. And he debated ABC. This has been the craziest time, period. I mean, and these people are showing just their level of just, coherency. They want this madness to continue. And they don't want the madness to end. And like I said, I'm the supervisor. I just got there. This woman had the job, or this man had the job for the last 4 years. And the employees can't come, and my president of the company can't come to me and say it's my fault when I just been there 100 days. No, that lady that was here the 4 years, the supervisor, is her fault. I just got here. These are her problems. I came to try to fix what she did. That's what Trump is doing.
See what that one sign says?
What?
It says, say his name, Kilmar Garcia. Kidnapped in prison. Look at this crap.
You know what? Say his name, Kilmar. Oh, let me just put that. Yeah. They said, say his name, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, kidnapped and in prison. How about saying Rachel Morin's name? That was kidnapped in the state of Maryland, and her Senator Van Hollen went over to El Salvador for this man while she was brutally raped, bashed in the head 25 times, thrown up against a wall, head busted open, nose broken, ribs broken, raped repeatedly, then thrust back to the ground and choked to death. Say her name, Rachel Morin. Say her name. Say her name. What was the little girl in Maryland that was raped and killed?
Jocelyn.
It might have been Jocelyn. Say their names. The audacity. Audacity. And he's not American. He's not American. He was kidnapped, sent to his country. No, anybody that's here illegally broke the law. You got what laws are we gonna follow? The ones the Democrats want us to follow, but what laws are we gonna follow?
They're taking the same slogan as people who was Americans that were killed by the police.
By the police, yeah. And we say her name, but yeah. Breonna Taylor, say her name. Say his name, Tamir Rice.
And they're doing this for illegal immigrant, part of MS-13.
Yeah, bring back segregation. Yeah, bring it back. You think this is the 1900s, I guess. Bring it back. Yeah, this way we'll keep all our money in our own communities. Because, we put $1.7 trillion into this economy. We need to then let us just invest in our own businesses. That is a great idea. I like our music. I like our food better. I like, let us do that. That's smart. That's real smart.
They weren't saying that with slavery, we're building this country.
Yeah. That's how people, they talk nonsense when they say that.
Yeah, they're trolling.
They trolling. We're American citizens. That's why you think they got Black History Month. Why you think? Because they have Black History Month because Black people were here just like white people were here. That's why you don't have Italian Month, Jew Month, and all that, because we're part of the fabric of America. We built the nation. We built this country. Free labor. Born in the USA. He wasn't a terrorist. You got to be a terrorist, right? He wasn't a terrorist. Look at this. If we can't get him out, then all these, they got already put a hold on all these Venezuelan Trinidad Aragas. You want them here too, right? So they put a hold on getting rid of Trinidad Araga and the cartel, right? That's what you want, right? We got 350 terrorists in this country. You want that? So they're gonna hold all of these people for these fools.
And that's what they're.
That's what you fighting for.
That's what they're gonna say now. Due process.
Yeah, you're never going to get them out. So, like, this is a third world country. The United States is a third world country at this point. Yeah. So when they start bombing and they start putting together their plans that they put together for the last 4 years, they've been able to organize and have their cells and all that people are in this country just waiting to do harm, just like the other countries. Just like the other countries. So when stuff starts jumping off, and then they be like, "Oh, what is Trump going to do? Look what's going on!" And he like, "Y'all won't even let me get rid of him."
No, they're gonna blame Trump.
Yeah, y'all won't let me get them out the country. Yeah, he's the fall guy. Damn if he do, damn if he don't. Yeah, it's just insanity. It really is insanity. It's insanity. Insanity. They won't even let them get out the worst of the worst. Won't let them take any of them out. They're not even citizens of this country. Not even citizens of this country. Here they're protecting gangs. They're protecting all of them. And we're taking care of them. How about that? Isn't that wonderful? That we're taking care of them. We're taking care of all these people. We're taking care of them. We're taking care of the gangs. We're taking care of everybody. And they say, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Okay. It's crazy.
Get out of here.
Why? Nobody wants to talk to you. No way.
I've actually had a great conversation.
No way.
You don't want to be around.
Oh, I'm here. I came here to talk to people just like you.
Look at this. This your people.
I just want to talk to you. Get out.
Look at
We care
this.
about our democracy. Get out.
This is democracy. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like, right?
Wow. Now you're playing the Beatles.
Say his name.
You should play Twist and Shout. That's what a lot of people are doing right here. A lot of shouting. Wow.
Look at this.
You guys are realizing you guys aren't letting me go down where I want to go. Okay, yeah, closer to the speech. Closer to give a speech. My bad. Let me get closer to give a speech. Alright, guys. This might be the time I get to give a speech. I'm just trying to give a speech today.
Give a speech, Nick. God bless y'all. Happy Easter.
I want to give a speech. Really? How so?
Patient number one.
Exactly. They can't. This is what they do.
Trump won the election. He doesn't have to do any more rallies.
Really?
In line for his full protocol.
At least they don't spit on people.
My focus is on what's happening today, though. He is exactly the kind of...
The crowd is not bigger than 77 million people that voted for Trump in the office. And Trump doesn't have to have any more rallies because he already won. Even, I think it was the state of New Jersey, what was it, 117,000 or whatever.
Why are you saying that?
Yeah, because they said that that this rally, well, it was bigger than Trump's rally. Like, I don't think they really comprehended Trump has already won the election. I mean, they still fighting.
And he tried to trip like, and you're stepping on my toes. You're stepping on my toes. Come on, sir.
Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe.
Now they're playing the Frozen.
Listen, I just want to show y'all what's going on.
You could have stand back there. If you want to keep spitting, go over there.
Many of you have already benefited from this. David developed the radio tracer technique.
Look at this.
Which quickly identifies the signal mode to rule out the campaigns.
scamming here, buddy.
Yeah, you are. So am I.
You best alone.
You see her sign, "Immigrants Make America Great"? What do you think of that?
I have no
Does
comment.
this look like leaving us alone?
Does it look like you're leaving me alone?
Be so fucking
These people are
For millions of us.
Yes, I'm just trying to do my job. Yes, yeah, I thought all this is great right here. Great. I'm really glad you got those two little fingers. What makes you so passionate about just throwing up them birds?
I won't answer any questions. Goodbye.
Why not?
Goodbye.
Why won't you answer any questions?
Goodbye.
Wait, why won't you answer any questions?
Anyway, you're on copyrighted music again.
No, it actually doesn't. It actually doesn't. You guys make so much noise in the background that it just gets blocked out. So, cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. What brings you out here today?
Stand between you and the stage. You're not getting any
he
closer.
won by 5
I'm
million.
I have a message for the people.
How long do you want?
Give me 30 seconds.
3 years ago.
You can count it.
Ever the problem solver.
If you don't move from this spot, I'll negotiate that for you.
He's going to threaten him. If he doesn't move from this spot.
If you move from this spot,
Oh,
it won't happen.
Alright, well,
If you come closer to the stage, we're going to have you thrown out.
Alright, stand right here. I'll give you a few minutes. Alright, guys. He's going to negotiate to see if I can give a speech. Let's see what happens.
This, I thought he was going to grip you up, Nick. He said, if you don't, wow, that guy is still giving the middle finger. How immature is that? These are adults.
If I get all doing something with the kit,
The ongoing
you got the kit.
employment termination.
I might need some hand sanitizer after that guy just spit on me so I can wipe it on my face. You got some of that for me, please?
This trial is ultimate
I think so. Thank you. Appreciate
It's
it.
a complex biological symphony with about
What'd
40
they say?
researchers
I give you a
and
speech, 20
seven
seconds?
specialty labs. Two of which
I went and asked the organizers, and those three ladies said you can suck their dick.
Well, they don't have a dick.
Well, they said you can try.
Tissue and resulting precise
Well,
antibody
get the fuck out of here.
production
Get
is
the fuck
only
out of here.
about halfway through. I have no assurance at this point that I will get the infusions
You guys, I don't think you want to give a
ready
speech.
for me. Of course,
Look,
I
somebody else has donated as well.
still want to be
$10. Dick is the man. Thank you. We appreciate it. Very nice.
But more
You
than
guys want like some money for your
my
time?
heart
Like,
aches for David at this juncture.
No, we don't have to get paid to
After
show up.
45 years on
Yeah,
a
neither do I.
singular mission to cure cancer.
really? How much am I getting paid?
With what looks to be a cure.
Really? How much?
Why don't you
Who am I paying?
Why don't
Well, there was $10 a second ago, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Get the fuck
Yeah,
out of
what
here.
are they so afraid of him saying the
People,
truth?
brother.
This is crazy.
I'm just here.
Even if I
Let me
get
just move over here and talk to one of you.
one person doesn't
Look, you guys, I'm moving.
constitute a clinical
I am moving along. Look at her, she's yapping.
protocol works.
Wow, look at that, look at that. Thank you, Harley, for the $20. Thank you, Mike, for the $20. Thank you, Muskrat, for the $20. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. They just hate to see a man win.
He's touching
I'm
him.
moving up.
How you pushing
I'm
him?
moving up. Let me move up. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. He's a cool guy. I can move up. I don't want to be in it, so let me move. Oh my gosh, it's you guys again. I want to get a view from the top.
Clear and effective pathway to
Wow, thank you, piece of pizza. Thank you.
Greedy hours.
Alright, I'm trying to move up. It's getting really tough, but we never stop. There's a clear path that I could get up.
Going down.
You guys, I just want to go. Man, you're not a king right now, and I don't want you to fall. So I'm really not going to go by you. So I probably should go up this way, because I don't want to trip amazing lady out here protesting. Alright, let me move up. Can I just come right through here, please? I just want to get a view from the top. Woohoo!
This is unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
Unbelievable.
The freeway on-ramp out of
Nick, I don't think you should be going out there with them.
Why am I not serving in the military right now? Doing this. Let me get up here. I'm just trying to get a view from the top. It's not cramped. It's very cramped. Excuse me. Come on, you guys. I'm just trying to move up the steps. Look, we got some photographers right here. Let's go. Everyone smile. It's a great day to be smiling out here at the Capitol. You guys, I just want to move up these steps. Holy cow. You got a great mustache there. Let me get up top, please. Come on. Thank you, Julia. Thank you. Ooh, thank you, Jen, for the $20 donation. This is just amazing out here today. Thank you. Can I get you guys some lunch after this? It's a hot day. Okay, let me get up here, please. Come on now. There's a will, there's a way. Would you gladly escort me up to the top? And then I'll go down.
He's the nicest one. He gave a bottle of
Come
water.
on, sir. Very cool guy. I'll give you what's up?
There should not be a privilege.
This lady's a very nice lady. Give me a speech, actually. I've met her before.
They got him trapped.
I think everybody should have the right to health care.
Healthcare is a human right.
Yes. I agree. Health care is a human right. Okay. I think healthcare is way too expensive.
He's not supposed to go through all of that.
Too much.
All of that.
When I decided to file my taxes, they taxed me a lot of money for some insurance for an ingrown toenail. I didn't like it.
This is ridiculous.
Can you let me through, ma'am? I don't want to. I don't. Can you let me go down? Let me go down.
They're literally attacking
Make this lady
him.
with the cane go down.
Ukraine and spend the past 15 years working on organizations
Paparazzi out here.
influencing
Hope
US
it's going good. Hopefully you can sell the flicks.
programming them globally.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. What, like a smurf, a smolder? Like, what do you want?
Whatever you follow your heart.
Alright, let me get up to the top. Alright, let's move out of here. Jessica, thank you. Thank you, Cyrus. Grayson. Thank you, Goldie.
Thank you. Yeah, just as a quick introduction, my name
How
is
do I do
Jessica
it?
Jackman.
You guys think they'll do a spy on me if I climb up?
2 years designed and implemented
Okay, I gotta get up to the top of the Capitol
foreign
steps.
programming, primarily around
Sorry.
democracy and governance.
I really gotta get up
corruption,
to the top.
all over the world, in
So,
Eastern Europe,
please,
Asia.
let me come through.
So I want
Sir?
to speak for a
Oh,
few
I'm
minutes
sorry,
today
there's no
about
room.
what's happening.
There's lots of
What's
room.
happening at
Pushing me. I'm trying to get up. Walker, get up there. Get up there. I'm not pushing you.
Everything that's going on here and why it matters.
Yes, we made it. Easy, easy. Let off my cameraman. I'm going, I'm trying to move up here. I'm trying to move up here, man. I'm just trying to get a view from the top. It's alright. Oh my gosh. Man.
History has its eyes on you guys. What are you trying to do?
Get to the top.
Get the fuck out. You're not
trying to do?
helping.
Wow, that's somebody's mother.
You're not helping your cause. I'm giving you the. I got like how many people? We got like 4,000 people in here watching you, man. We're just trying to let you guys explain what you guys are doing here. Would you like to give a statement as to why you're here today?
You care.
I do care. That's why I'm here. Jeez. Hey. This. What's up? Okay, yeah. Tell me.
We're here to stop the unraveling and unveiling of all the democratic systems that have been shut down over the last 100 days of this administration. And we're here to basically
They're
stop
angry and trigger and out of their mind. That they using oligarchy that
apparently
Bernie's been saying that for 20 years.
What rights do you think are getting taken away right now?
We have lots of rights that are being washed away.
What are they?
We're going to talk about the taxes. The tax system makes it so the average hardworking American like myself is taxed to death. Well, those are the top.
He's not
1%
responsible for your taxes. He's been office 100 years, 100 days.
Like women's right to choose. We're talking about the rights to be taken away for people to gather peacefully like this.
He can't gather peacefully.
Threatening martial law, and we need to do whatever we can do peacefully to stop that.
Yeah, they're spiraling out of control.
Give people like you voices to explain why you're here. Ask the people.
Talking about their rights, and they took away this young man's rights the whole time he's been there.
The reason why you're here is to promote yourself and who you are on your little blog or your little video. You really have no care for any of these people or the reason why you're here. The only reason you're here is to do your very best to make fun of them. And that's, yes it is. And you got your little poser security guards here.
They're with you guys.
That's your security.
But no, You should take in the love of all these people and realize why they're really here today. They're also here to do things like support and keep our Social Security. I'm going to be the retirement age in the next 15 years, and you're watching Doge
15 years?
Totally
How old are you?
It is
Look
not
like you're retired
necessarily a
now.
safety net. It is a safety net, but it also is part of the American bureaucracy and something that keeps people alive. And people need their Social Security.
I agree. I 100%
They
agree.
also need health
And from what I've heard about Social Security, I watched Elon Musk give a 30-minute
He has a
interview
sign
with
saying
Devotion.
Jesus.
And who elected Elon? And why would anyone want to listen to Elon? He's not a part of our government.
Whatever was happening before wasn't working, right? So it was time
Don't
for
put
it to change.
Jesus' name
Everything
in
that's
this
working
nonsense.
before was working fine.
No,
we
it
just
wasn't.
had the highest.
Sir, you realize that if we would have
most
kept going at the same trajectory where we're at, America was eventually going to go bankrupt. So we needed some change. And I'm not against giving the most successful entrepreneur.
What do you mean? All we do is print money each and every day. That's how it goes.
Eventually they'll be
now
in
we're
class.
going to be
We
more
can't
bankrupt
keep
because all we're doing
printing
is giving
money.
tax breaks to billionaires.
No.
Yes.
And you realize that.
What has God
So,
done?
please speak,
name
Nick.
one thing Elon Musk has done that is good for our country. Why are you an Elon supporter? He has done virtually nothing. He's not an elected representative and doesn't speak for any
You
of
can
us.
talk about how he gave Starlink to people in North Carolina when nobody had internet. How he
Jesus is not at that rally.
Energy
That's a bunch of
Tesla,
mess
and the
there.
mission of Tesla is to create self-sustainability. That's a good net positive for the
If
society.
Elon was really a
Finding out where some of the money is going
if Elon
to.
was really a philanthropist and cared about humans, he would have hospital wings named after him. Instead, he has said the one thing that's bad about Western culture and modern culture is empathy. He had zero empathy for any of us. Seriously,
Yeah.
if he was really a philanthropist that cared
This
about
is a
human
mess
beings,
here.
he would have had hospitals and hospital wings and community parks. And he would be at the top of organizations that are going out and
He's doing as
changing
much
the
as
world.
I think he is
No, he's
doing
not.
what he
No, he's
can
not.
do.
All he's trying to do
I mean, sir,
is
let's
spread
think about
his
it.
seed. He does not care about this earth. He only has this crazy dream. Let's occupy Mars. No. Let's
What is
repair
wrong
this
with
earth. It's what we really have.
He's working on it.
No, he's not. By what?
EV, solar. The Starlink's pretty
All
cool.
to
Helping
line
get rid of
his
government
pockets. All to line his
No,
pockets.
he's not lining his pockets.
He
He's actually lost
doesn't.
money.
He does not belong there.
He's lost billions
He is
of dollars
not an
since he's been
elected
built.
representative.
These people
of the
are
United
so
States.
lost.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
No, there's a lot
They
of
don't know
people
what women are. They had a
not people
freaking
that
government that has robbed, caused two
Elon doesn't
wars,
care about any of
inflation, the economy, all this stuff. And they're protesting.
I'm really good at arguing too.
Unbelievable.
And we're here to just not have people engage with them.
I
That's
hope you
all
have
we
a
want.
really nice day. Thanks
Thank you.
for coming out. And
I thank you for speaking with me.
Jesus wants each and every one of us for a sunbeam, and that's why I'm here.
Jesus won us for a
Amen,
sunbeam.
Shout
What?
out to Jesus.
What?
We got Easter tomorrow. He's risen. It's a beautiful
He's
thing.
risen.
Know that Christ rose.
Go
Oh
right
my
ahead.
God.
Because the things that you believe that are make believe,
I love Jesus.
he's make believe. Trickle down economics is make believe. Everything.
Well, you can't. It's like the wind, sir. You can see it. You can't see it, but you can feel it. That's how you feel the Holy Spirit of the
All you
Lord.
have is here now. You're talking
He
about.
don't
here.
even believe in Jesus.
You don't believe in
And he got a sign saying Jesus
No, I do not.
wants me for
I enjoy
sunbeam,
your
so
home
I am
right
here.
now.
Yeah, then why does your sign say Jesus just wants me for a sunbeam?
It's called sarcasm. If you grew up here in Utah, you'd understand it, sir.
Oh my
It's a great fundraiser.
goodness.
I think Jesus gives a lot of hope to a lot of people. The light of Christ is real. There's a reason why.
It's a really good scam for money. Yeah.
No. Even if you look at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you may not like the doctrine, and you may not like that each member has to give 10% of their income, but they do a lot of good stuff with that money.
It's like what? They have $100 million of tax-free money sitting in the bank to spend at any time?
Yeah.
They do not give it out. What's the percentage of the money that they give
Oh
out?
yeah,
to
he's
the-
probably a
the
paid
people that are
protester.
non-faith?
This is
They
crazy.
do not give
yeah.
out
They give out money to people with non-faith. They give
they
it
make
out.
them swear their lives over to people, and they will help the people within their church. Yes, it is. They do not give out any money whatsoever to actually help the people.
They've done hurricane relief in North Carolina. They've done a lot of stuff in Africa. They've built
Pennies,
schools.
pennies on the dollar. It's all
It's
just a
better than
show.
what you've done.
Look what I'm doing right here, right now.
Like, you can't be mad at people for giving charity.
Part of my reason
Like,
to be here today
like it may not.
is to help overcome the douche factor for people like you.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is I have kind young children that I have raised to not be douches.
Kind young children. If you didn't raise them as Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, then you are a horrible father. You neglected their salvation.
Raised with love and kindness.
You ever heard
That's
of
all we
Nick
do. That's all we
You
do.
can't get to heaven because you're a nice person.
He's going to be something, Nick Shirley Jr. He might be freaking president. What's your son going to do when he's older? What would you like to see your son do? Accomplish? What would you like to accomplish by the end of your life, sir? Because apparently you don't believe you're going anywhere else after this, so you only have this life. So what are you going to do to maximize your life?
You don't know who I am.
I know.
I have accomplished every single thing I've ever set out in my life. What have you accomplished with your life? But come up here and just rattle.
He's young.
You should really just move on and move by the spirit of these people.
You got a nice suit, right? My breath doesn't smell like garlic either. Thank you. His breath smelled like garlic so bad. Gotta give it.
There that guy go again.
Ooh. Alright, guys. I'll give you guys a little technique, but first, thank you, Chris, for the $100 donation. Isn't that dope? $100 donation. Thank you, Airden. Thank you, Freddie. And now we're gonna give this guy a work of art. We're gonna give him the juke move. Let's see what. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. Oh my gosh. We made it to the top.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, officers, it's a great day. Beautiful sight to see out here, right?
And they're going to real
Beautiful
cops.
sunny day.
Y'all been watching
Thank you
this
guys so much for
officer.
what you guys
Now
do. We
let's see them
appreciate
act
you.
up.
What's it like, Erica? We talked to you or no? We'll watch. Okay. Yeah, thanks for keeping us safe up here. It's wild out here. We back the blue here on the channel. Hey, thank you very much, Mark fellas. $20.
Now act up.
Wow, I need some water. Wow. What are you dressed up as today, man? What is it?
Handmaid's Tale.
Ooh, very nice. What made you a Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah, have you not seen that show?
No, I'm not.
Oh man, you gotta watch it.
What in the
I don't
world?
watch a lot
She's
of
in
that.
costume?
It's just a really good commentary.
Yeah, the cop's not doing anything.
Handmaid's Tale, you said?
Yep.
Okay, great. What's your sign say?
Well, this side says
Yeah, they haven't realized how far we're going over the cliff. They think it's business as usual. They don't understand that America's broke, that something has to be done with the deficit. They don't understand that the moves that are being made is to save this
Our
nation.
current administration are wrong about it.
And the people they ought to blame are the ones that are using them because they don't care about them. They only want these votes.
Should I say some things I think they're doing good?
Absolutely.
So I was actually just at the White House, and they deported a illegal Venezuelan or illegal El Salvadoran who was a member of MS-13. They deported him to El Salvador because he was a MS-13 gang member. So I thought that was a good thing they did. The borders down to 99%.
99% the borders are down.
And we've also signed an executive order to get rid of plastic straws. I like sucking my straws and just water coming out, right? So I think there's actually a lot to celebrate with what's happening in the country. Free speech is back. I was in the White House, and I can say that they do not censor anything that leaves the press briefing rooms or the Oval Office. So maybe you don't like Donald Trump or his press secretary, but you can respect the fact that they're
It's transparent.
not censoring any of the information that comes out from the White House. So I think that's pretty cool as well.
And I don't even know if that's true or not.
Well, I was just there, so you could just take it as my word. But I think it's really cool that they're doing that, and I think like we're gonna see it. Like this is gonna be the next 4 years as far as like the time to really prosper and try to achieve the American dream. In my opinion.
We can definitely agree to disagree.
Yep. So what do you disagree about with what I said?
I think they deported a lot of people that were innocent, so that's not good.
She's in costume, I guess. I like to see what her sign says.
Saying right that you
This
have
is a
to
moral
go through the
moment.
process, which if you have your feet on the land in America, you're automatically given due process unless you're underneath the Trump regime.
Yeah. I don't know if law is the same for somebody that comes over the border illegally.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter if you're here in the United States.
She pulled up on the Mayflower.
Part of the Constitution. You don't have to be.
I'll have to look into that.
And even if some of them were gang members, they're
They are strange,
motivated in
boy.
different
What's that on her
process.
hand? A
And how do
web
we know
or?
if they're really gang members or not? You know,
If they have a like MS-13 tattoo,
doesn't
pretty
matter.
good sign.
Doesn't matter.
What if a court?
He said it doesn't matter if he has
For instance,
NS-13
the
on
court
his
found him
hand.
as a member of MS-13, he was suspicious of human trafficking. His wife.
Human trafficking. This wonderful guy from El Salvador.
That's what she.
No. So the problem is you're going off of talking points that I'll ask you a few questions. One, which courts showed that he was
Maryland court?
Which court in Maryland?
I think a federal one as well. He found in 2 courts actually.
And what was
I
the
know that for a
evidence?
fact.
What was the evidence?
They found. I don't read the papers.
See, that's the whole problem.
I was there. I was actually there in the Oval Office, sir, listening to Pat Bondi and the advisor of Homeland Security.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. He was right in the White House in the Oval Office.
Confidential informant from 2019 that said that he was part of that gang. They won't release who that confidential informant is. And
so do you have a problem with them finding out that he was a member of MS-13?
No, if they showed that he was, I don't have a problem with it. The problem
Yes,
is
you do.
What they're doing is it's more smoke.
Yes, y'all do.
At this point.
Y'all, they
So
made
when you and
the
I
Democrats
vote,
have y'all
they
made
have
that your
some
campaign,
evidence. You
not
have
for
to show
jobs,
it's
not for the economy, not for ending the wars, but that's what y'all stand for.
Stuff. That's the weakest argument I've ever heard. Because of how you're dressed, do you think someone should say, well, he's got a yellow tie on? Do you know what that means? He's part of the Nazi party.
Well, that would be red.
No, I know. I'm not saying you are. That's why I said that.
This is insanity. It's insanity.
I think an MS-13 tattoo.
Okay, well, he doesn't have one on his body.
He had it on the skull. He had the marijuana, smiley face, the cross. Or no, it was the marijuana, smiley face, cross, skull.
Okay, so if you, how old are you?
23.
Okay, so when you were 14 years old, you went and got some tattoos so that while you were in a place you were
So
at,
now he's making an
people didn't-
excuse why he has NS-13
profile.
on his knuckles.
Not because you were a gangbanger, because
Wow.
walking down the street, if you didn't have that, you'd get profiled, you'd get beat up, you might get killed. You know, he came to America because him and his brother were both threatened by the gangs down there.
Yeah.
So he came up here. He didn't come up here and start gangbanging. You know, he's a sheet metal worker. He's got a job. There's nothing. Even if he had been a gang member back in Venezuela.
Even if he had been a gang member, this is just really all over the top.
Either way,
It's
the man
good.
was,
It's good.
a citizen of El Salvador. So if the United States did want to deport him for being here illegally, they also do have the right to send him back to El Salvador.
They do. It's called due process.
Which he didn't get.
Right?
This is like, it's just a mess. It just shows the state that this country is in. Like when you listen and everything that Nick Shirley's going through, that young man is going through just to be there. And they say we want to be able to have freedom of speech, and they have done everything possible to hinder him from talking, moving about freely. They've been boxing him in. They have spit in his face. They have yelled in his face. They have hit him with flags and with their signs, and they have just been so horrible as far as just allowing him to exercise his constitutional rights to walk about freely and to interview people. They could say yes or they could say no. And it's like they're angry. And all of those people, I think they're just angry just in general. I don't think that most of them, Trump hasn't personally done anything to them. Not all those people. You know, the only thing that Doge has done, they did downsize the government, but that's not all people in 50 states. It's not 50 states. That was the federal government. That was like in Washington or whatever, or spread it out. I don't know. But they're not there for that. It's like they are upset. And the things they're upset about, my problem is that they're not putting the people feet to the fire that was in office that caused the open borders, that caused all the disruption, that caused all of this stuff that we're going through here in America. They caused this. They have been in power for 12 of the last 16 years, not Trump. And when Trump was in the president, all this wasn't going on. We didn't have wars. The economy was great. Inflation was great. This wasn't, oh, thank you so much. You only have options for super chat. You should get set up members 8355 to start only for supporting your channel. No other reason. We appreciate. Thank you so much, JT. Yeah, you know what? We've been really kind of lazy with this because with the viewership and stuff we get, we really should be doing extremely well, but we do it because we love doing it. And I wanted to have a channel to Speak the Truth 2.0 because I knew once Trump got elected that they were going to blame everything, which they have, everything on him. And they weren't going to hold the Democratic Party, which I could say I was a part of. They're not holding them accountable. And that's the problem I have. When Trump, whatever he does, if I don't agree with it, I'm not down with everything. Then I'm going to speak against it. Because no one is perfect. You're in a relationship. You're not in agreement all the time. So the things I don't like, but how you go after him for everything, but don't say anything about what these people have done to this country and continue to do. They got everybody all riled up, angry, upset, and offering nothing. They do not fight for the American people. They fight for the illegal immigrants. That's who they fight for. They have taken precedence over American citizens. What about America first? That's why Trump got elected. They still can't hear us. They have these people out here. They already lost the election. He's still their president. Is going to be their president for 4 years. He's going to be the president for 4 years. Then he will not be able to run again. Then somebody else will run for president. And then you will not be able to blame Trump and have Trump syndrome. Donald Trump syndrome. So it's ridiculous. And their agenda hasn't changed. They didn't open up the borders, caused us $157 billion worth of debt last year because they care about these illegal immigrants. They didn't put them in sanctuary cities, giving them luxury apartments, Medicare, education, giving them $13,000 EBT cards and SNAP and $3,500 a month. They have done more for them than they ever done for a vet. Okay, or American citizens. They're doing all this. So they don't want that all to be wasted. So they're still on mission. If they can stop them from deporting or get this man back into the country, they already put a halt on deporting these Venezuelan Trinidad Raga gang members. They put a stop to it. So if they could do that, see, they want to make, no matter who it is, and we're taking care of them no matter who they are. Whoever they are, we're taking care of them, but they want to make them citizens. They don't care about your safety, your welfare, your Social Security, your Medicare, your Medicaid. They're the ones that's destroying it. They want the votes. It's all about power and votes. It's all about the votes. They know that the Democrats that they have are going to vote for them, but they can't win. They can't win because more people are against it. They want them to be able to vote so that they can retain power, and they're still on mission. They're not letting it go, even though they lost the election. They're not worrying about right now. They're trying to set up for 2028. And they're pushing this agenda like they're for the American people. And these people are in delusion that they don't understand it's not about us. It's not about the American people. They don't fight for American people. They fight for illegal immigrants. Why? Why do they go so hard for illegal immigrants, but they don't fight for you? They're not fighting for you. It's nothing. They're not out there fighting for you. They complain just like you do. They're complaining, and they got Donald Trump TDS, Donald Trump syndrome, and they don't bring anything to the table for American people. Nothing. No solutions for Medicare, Medicaid, no solutions to end the war, nothing. But they'll go over to El Salvador to fight for a non-citizen back in his country. His country. His president was here. Y'all know it. He's a citizen of El Salvador, not America. And these people don't understand it's not about him. They're still on mission, not for you. If they were going to make it better, what did they do the last 4 years? What did they do the last 4 years? What did they do the last 4 years? Because these problems were here. They're responsible. They're not fighting for you. They don't care about you. They don't care if this country is destroyed. They want the votes. It's about power. And they're on mission, and they got you focused on Mr. Garcia, and he's not the issue. He said, we got 99 problems, and that ain't one. It's about allowing all of them to be able to stay here, all of them to be able to vote. And if they get to stay here, we're done. We're done. We're done. We can't afford it. We can't. Medicaid is crashing now. Social Security, they're on our Social Security. We don't have enough Social Security. They said only lasts us to 2035. They're on the Social Security. They talking about Medicaid and Medicare. We're crashing out. We're crashing. And they don't know that they're hurting themselves. We can't keep everybody. We can't take care of 14 million homeless people that came in a span of 4 years. That's why you let them come in, but they're vetted. It's a process. We can't do it. And it's nothing against any immigrant. It's not their fault. It's our fraudulent government. Those criminals like Biden that had a part in his entire family did this to us. And y'all laughing and smiling, talking about how great Biden was. Are you kidding me? I can see that he's a bunch of crap. This was horrible. And I supported him. But I had no idea this was the plan. But now I see what's going on. It's called discernment. God gives us discernment. And I see it's not about any of us. It's about they staying on. They got all these people. They organize these rallies throughout the country. Election is over. Trump is the president. These people are not 70. I don't care how big their rally is. It's not 77 million. It's not 77 million. We're not out there. Maybe we need to have a America First rally to let them know we're here and we're not down with this mess. What they're doing, they are taking advantage of American citizens, and they're fighting against their own future and the future of their children, because this is not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Jobs, they talking about jobs. You know who all the jobs went in Biden's administration? It went more to illegal immigrants. They even lied about the job market. They created 900 and something thousand jobs, and that was all a lie. It was a lie. It was a lie. They lied. We got to get smart. Y'all got to understand they got game. This is all a game. They got game. This is the house of cards in real life. If Hollywood is doing a movie, this is the house of cards. And we're in it. We're in it. And they brainwashing people that don't understand that it's not about any. People think, they want to keep being trans, or they want to keep being what God didn't make them. It's not about you being trans. It's not about the illegal immigrants. It's about power, and it's about votes. That's what it's all. They don't care. They tear this country down. They don't care. Why you think they were flying people in? They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. And these people, they putting gum on his cameraman cameras out their mouth. These people are out of their minds. They are out of their minds, and they talking about they want freedom, and they want freedom of speech, and they want to be heard. And to treat him like this, he's one person, and there's thousands of them, and they want to treat him like that. What are they afraid of? But anyway, you guys, I'm going to jump off because I got to get to church tomorrow. Happy Easter. God bless you. Do you understand what's going on? Are you in agreement with who's your Democratic leader? Somebody tell me that. Leave comments because I can't read all this in the chat. I know y'all talking with each other, but I do read the comments. Who's the Democratic leader? Someone tell me. Or do you think that Biden was a great president? Do you think Biden, do you hold anybody from Biden's and Kamala administration, do you hold any of them responsible? Why didn't Biden pardon his whole family? How come nobody's holding them accountable for the 2 wars? Do you think that we can continue not addressing a $36 trillion debt? Do you think that we can continue like this? They talking about their children. Do you care about your children? Do you think that anything will be around for your children? How long do you think Social Security going to last with them in this country? And go into a Social Security office just for, I wish I could record, just go in the Social Security office and see who's in there. See who's collecting benefits. You'd be so surprised who's in there. Go into a hospital and see who's in the emergency rooms. Guess who's getting all the health care? We're caving. Medicaid collapsed already in California. Ask Governor Gavin Newsom. He gave it to all the immigrants, and now they have no money. They have no money now, so how are they going to keep it going? They tapped out. Guess who's else tapped out? The government is tapped out. We're $36 trillion in debt. We don't have money. We don't have any money. And Biden leaving the office was still talking about Brazil, you get $1 billion, you get $1 billion, $350 billion to Ukraine. I don't know how many billions to Gaza. We gave millions to Lebanon. We're just giving money to Iran. We give money to everybody. And we have none. We don't even take care of our citizens. And if North Carolina didn't show you when they had the hurricanes, Milton, that nobody came to rescue the people, they were still living in tents until Trump took office. And the wildfires, nobody, where's the money coming from? We're not even helping our own citizens when we have a catastrophe. Who's coming to help America? You know, answer those questions. So those are just things. And then what kind of job do you think Trump is doing? Is Trump doing anything you're in agreement with? Because Trump said he could cure cancer and they still complain. But he's doing a hard job that Obama should have done to take on the debt. Biden should have done, take on this debt. Clinton, all these presidents, nobody's taking on the debt. No, nobody. Nobody. So who do y'all think that, and who's leading the Democratic Party? Who's your candidate? Do you think the Democrats are looking out for you? Do you really think? Who do they talk about all the time? They only talk about the illegal immigrants. That's their priority. Oh, democracy. Oh, they're being due process. They're not Americans. They're here illegally. But you think that's the issue? What about us? What about us? When are they going to focus on us? When are they going to focus on us? Okay, so anyway, you guys, leave your questions, answers, and I'll address it. Like, what type of job president was Biden? What kind of job? You think that he did a great job? You think it's great that he took 40% off during his presidency? He was an absent president. He wasn't even there. He wasn't even running. Who was running the country when Biden was there? Who was really the president? Why did he pardon Hunter for 10 years? Why did he have to pardon? Why did he have to pardon his family? Y'all talking about crooks and thieves and stealing from? How come all these Congress people like Jasmine Crockett got a salary of $172,000, but she's worth $9 million? How come Nancy Pelosi is worth like $110 million, $220 million? How come all of them are multi-millionaires? Why? They talking about money and greed, and all of them are millionaires. All of them. And Elon said, how they getting all this money? He's investigating them. I'll be glad. I hope they pull the rug, pull all the covers off. How are all them millionaires? Their salary is $172,000. How are they millionaires? Multi-millionaires. Come on. Anyway, you guys, we might jump on. Well, tomorrow, have a happy Easter. God bless you. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I say, Lord, he's my refuge, my fortress, my strength, my God. And him will he trust. I thank God for salvation. I thank you, Jesus, for the blood, because there's nothing we can do, because there's nothing we can do to compensate for our sins. That we needed the blood of Jesus because we're born into sin. So I thank God for Jesus, because I know everything I've done. I know all my mistakes. I know the things that only God knows. All of us have things that we needed the blood of Jesus for. So I thank God that because he died for my sins and he rose again, and that he came, and that I can have salvation, and my family, my kids know who he is, that salvation is given freely. So I just thank God that we're going to be celebrating the resurrection and what he's done for us tomorrow, Easter. So you guys have a happy Easter. God bless you and your family. Take care. And just remember, this is just opinions. And that's what the good thing about America, that we have a right to our own opinions. And everybody, you can just believe what you want to believe. But just do it respectfully. That's all. You have a right. Nobody's trying to convince anybody anything. But the truth been told to you. But just thank God that he's giving you another day. Thank God if you have shelter. There's some people that are living, unfortunately, they're living on the streets. They don't have a house or a home, that are hungry. Thank God if you have food. Thank God that if your kids are safe. So those are things to be thankful for. So just thank Jesus. Just thank God. So anyway, you guys, don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe, share, and comments. And I would love to go through some of your comments, but I don't want to be all up there on there like that. So just, when you get off, y'all can just leave a comment or come back to the video, and you can just put some of your thoughts down, and I'll respond to you. But anyway, God bless you. Take care. Have a happy Easter. See y'all.